that she will be able to get us back home, although it might take her some time to transport everyone. But she should be able to get us beyond and back into the the caves, the station that we came down through.
Yeah. Seven will point out that the caves are exactly where they expect us to pop out, and that and that he. Well, let's see. Can he even do that? He's considering whether he can portal us out, but I need to read the spell to make sure. Yeah, I can go anywhere. Yeah, okay. So, I don't. Oh, no, it might not work because I can create a portal to anywhere that I've got a thing as long as it's on the same plane of existence I'm on. But I don't know what plane of existence we're on right now. So his portal might not work. But otherwise, we could portal to uh, the um, the underground of the temple.
Uh, Hasmahilda says, I'm afraid I'm not familiar with this degree of arcane knowledge, but Davzabella can likely tell you whether that magic will work. I know that she spent quite some time performing her rituals to get us through the first time.
Well, so again, I'll pass it up to the team. Do you want me to take 10 minutes to try to cast Identify on this thing, or do you guys want to boogie before we do that?
Well, when you say temple, do you happen to mean that the place we teleport to underneath the church and Visselgrad?
Yeah, this is good. I'm sorry. I don't know. Temple is not the right word, but yeah, the place.
The headquarters of the Mortal Hand? Vissaltsgad? Visselgrad?
They won't be expecting us.
Yeah, but
Better than fighting our way through an army to leave the tunnels that led us here.
That is true.
but I also think that we have the mini out there, and I'm pretty sure
And
Naz was bringing
potentially,
the Ursa.
potentially the Ursa, yes. It is one thing to ask me to leave, the fight for my men, but I do need to tell them to leave. As important as our objective is, I'm not willing to tolerate the destruction of my men.
Ryland can send them a message. Either way, we should decide what route we want to take. Fighting our way through the Fey Queen's forces seems like a tall order.
Hasmahilda, we didn't really. I mean, we kind of changed the tide of that fight pretty quick with Seven taking the crown off the king's head and all. First thing. What exactly can that thing do? Would that help us get through the forces of the Fey Queen above?
She looks at the crown sitting on Seven's head, and she says, the crown of Gramnir is a thing of legend. It is said to grant its wearer great control over their own minds. You folk might say that it imbues them with the stubbornness of dwarves, but to me it's just the certainty that my people are known for. It should help to resist the Fey Queen's own abilities to take over the mind and body. But I cannot guarantee that it will provide any assistance in waging a war, besides granting one courage and fierceness of character.
Like, let's just take 20 minutes to identify these two things, and then we can decide whether they're any use. So so Seven will try to read metal on both of them, taking 10 minutes each time.
Okay. Which one do you want to do first?
Eeny, meeny, miny, crown.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Crown. The crown. You spend 10 minutes with the crown, reflecting on it, speaking with the metal, letting it speak back to you. Switch the music up real quick. And as you do so, you do indeed start to see what Hasmahilda was talking about, the stubbornness of this particular metal, its resilience, its resistance to sort of any questions that you ask it, so to speak. It seems unwilling to answer at first, but eventually it starts to open its secrets to you.
Well, they'll do eventually.
It is considered a wondrous item, which requires attunement. It is a battle helm, which consists of a sturdy, open-faced steel helmet decorated with a golden circlet above the brow, from which two golden ram's horns curl. While wearing the crown, you gain the following benefits. You have resistance to psychic damage. You are immune to the charmed and frightened conditions, and you cannot be possessed or magically compelled to act against your will. If you are already under any such effects or conditions, they end immediately. By using an action to speak the crown's command word, you can share these benefits with allies within 30 feet of you for 1 hour. This ability cannot be activated again until you finish a long rest. The crown also has 3 charges. As a reaction, when you or an ally you can see within 30 feet fails an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma saving throw, you can spend 1 charge to allow the target to reroll the saving throw. And the crown regains 1d3 charges each day at dawn.
Sam will share what he's learned with the team, and also suggest that, while this might work wonders against the Fey Queen, it isn't necessarily going to help us against her army.
Well, let's see what the other thing does. That was his too.
He said that's the crown of Gramnir. Is that how he said?
Indeed.
All right. So, but what do we? How about Captain Vengeance's shiny stick? What do I get when I read that one?
The staff, or the rod, really appears to be something rather different. You realize that this is a rather unusual item. You're not sure that you've ever come across anything like it. Not that you've come across anything like the crown before either, but you determine that you can spend an action to plant this rod in the ground. When you do so, it sprouts branches and golden leaves. For 1 hour, all creatures within 30 feet of the rod are under the effects of the Sanctuary spell, with a DC of 16. Any warded creature that leaves the radius makes an attack, casts a spell that affects an enemy, or deals damage to another creature, ends the spell on themselves, and cannot gain the benefits of the Sanctuary spell until they finish a long rest. If no creatures are affected by the rod's Sanctuary spell, it drops its leaves, and its branches wither. It cannot be used again until the next dawn. You might, if you had to put a name on this item, call it a rod of peace.
Seven deliberately describes it to everyone as a rod of pizza.
Delicious.
So I don't, I don't know. This is like holy magic. So Seven asks Ryland, will this just let us walk through an army unmolested, or what do we do with this thing?
Well, it'd be good to be able to defend an area around with if something else were going on. But I don't know if it'd really help us get through an army, seeing as we gotta stick it in the ground. Unless we can make the ground move with it.
I suppose I should add a sentence that says, if the rod is uprooted, then the effects end early.
Oh, so it's not like a mobile thing.
It's not. It's you put it in an area.
That's like a last stand kind of thing.
Well, spitballing. How much dirt can be stacked on a tensor's flying disc?
Oh, and now you get into the thing, like if you built like a cart and filled it with soil, could that work? And then you drag it around with that. This is like these magic versus physics questions. It's ridiculous. And then we point out that like the planet we're on is already rotating, so it's already moving regardless, and so this thing has to be able to move, and whatever.
I don't know. It kind of play devil's advocate. It kind of implies to me that the 30 feet would be like the roots kind of going out all the way 30 feet to project the spell in like that area. But
so we make a 30-foot cart, right?
Well, it would need to be a 60-foot cart.
Yeah.
No, it's very useful. Just I don't know if it's useful in the given circumstances.
And if Sanctuary protects you from being attacked, right?
Yeah, it makes them force a wisdom save.
But if they what is technically an attack in D&D language? Like if 30 people just crowd you and press their bodies against you so that you can't go anywhere and you're trapped, and then they try to tie some rope on you, is any part of that violating Sanctuary or not?
So Sanctuary stipulates what ends it. It's a creature that makes an attack, casts a spell that affects an enemy, or deals damage to another creature.
So would sexual assault count? Wait, let's not go there. Let's not go there.
I mean, so grapple, I'm just going to say grapple is considered an attack. It's a special kind of an attack. So anything that involves you trying to lay hands on someone else is going to break Sanctuary.
Even if it's a very aggressive hug?
It sounds like that's a grapple, man. So I guess the 60-foot cart is actually maybe an option then. I don't know if we want to bet our lives on it, but it's maybe it could work.
we could somehow procure a 60-foot cart, maybe we deserve it.
Oh, it can't be that hard to build one. Well, does the rod require attunement, or you just use it?
The rod does not require attunement. It only needs to be planted in the ground.
It just seems like such a Ryland item. I don't know if anyone else deserves to wield that kind of power here. So so we should toss it to Ryland, or let the dwarves use it if they need it. I don't know what they would need it for.
Well, does the rod actually have anything to do with the crystal that powers this whole area? Or was it just flashing for a different reason?
I'll say you guys can determine that it seemed that the crystal and the rod were linked, that they were sort of the crystal was using some of the rod's power, which was allowing the king to gain the benefits of sanctuary. However, it seems it was changing the exact nature of the rod to make it so that only the king could benefit from the magic of the spell, and it seemed he could summon it at will. But yeah, it seems that the crystal is pretty useless without the rod.
So we put the crystal on Tensor's flying disc, and we put the throne on some wheels.
Yo, Warhammer, where everyone's just carrying around the thrones and a giant crit man. Oh,
Just completely dismantle this dwarven throne room.
I was thinking more like Professor Xavier, but okay, that works too.
that too. That could work too.
Well, I guess now that we know what they do, what's the game plan here, you guys? Should we just abandon the area that has a couple of allies nearby, or retreat deeper into the heart of the homeland here and make our move from there? What is our next move? What are we doing? What's our next goal? Take on the Fey Queen?
Where do we go?
Yeah.
Where is the Fey Queen?
Your magical rock pointed in a certain direction. It was our theory that this direction would lead us to the physical form of the Fey Queen.
Then I think that if the Ursa Legion is close, we should have them disengage and go north to where it was before, where it was pointing before. And then we go to Visoutsgrad, and we link up with them and move north.
What about is there a way we can contact the many to join us as well? Because I feel like we're gonna need a substantial force to take the Fey Queen.
We already did contact the many. They were also coming to the city. Last we heard from them, probably about a day ago, 2 days ago. I don't know. Well, there's no sunlight down here to keep track of.
I'm curious to see what all happened on the surface.
So
How who's
Bill-
dead? Was that?
To play the opposite of Eldath here, if we disappear and we tell them to meet us north,
Opposite of Eldath.
what's to stop this army from just following the many or the Ursa? Because there's no way they're just.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Eldath news or the
Because
bad Eldath news?
It would be I didn't think Eldath could be bad.
No, it's the opposite of Eldath. I was just trying to
Shadow
because the
Eldath.
opposite of Eldath is.
I see.
a bit of bad.
Right. It would involve the city above us getting raised to the ground.
Counterpoint. I think it's already being raised right now.
Okay, then perfect time for them to disengage and go. I don't know if you've ever seen a sacking of a city, but when the bloodlust starts and the looting begins, it is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And
I
they will
have
be
to agree.
occupied for a while.
Seven, I feel like we just make the mistake of not taking your advice more seriously. You seem like quite the tactical general here. What do you think we should do?
I'm no tactical general. I'm a fucking coward. When I see an army, I run.
To some, that might be pretty tactical. Never pick a fight you can't win.
Live to fight another day.
I'm afraid I'm in the same boat as Seven here. I just kind of would dip into the shadows and disappear again if I could.
While that is all well and good, those are my people up there.
And also,
Then
who was the Xantham fella again that helped us get down here in the first place?
Oh yeah, we did say we would
yeah,
come
about
back
that.
up, wouldn't we?
We told them we would come back and keep them from getting beat. That's right.
Ooh.
We could just roll the dice and see what's going on up there, and if something is wrong, then we plant this down, and then we leave.
We plant the rod and hope negotiations go well.
Well, we would negotiate first, and then if everything went wrong, we would just plant the rod, and then we would start the teleport, and then we would just be gone before they even know. Well, they would already. You would know what I mean.
Could we send the Ursa leaders a message to disengage and be prepared to clear us a path out? We fight through the forces that invaded the Dwarven tunnels, meet up with the Ursa, and book it. Is that what you're suggesting,
I like that.
Cat?
That is what I would suggest, but I don't even know if they have engaged yet. It has been quite a while since the battle would have been engaged.
If they have not engaged, should they stand by until we start negotiations and then distraction as we try to leave?
I would say that we would bypass entirely and then just go north, save our forces.
Good point.
But if you want to save the many, we would have to carve a way through.
I mean, I can always, shoot off a message now. She's always pretty excited to hear from me. We got a
Yes,
good relationship.
I would also say that.
It seems clear that we're determined to try to bring the fight to the Fey Queen. The question is, are we doing it loud or are we doing it quiet?
I think we should do it loud.
I think it got
If-
loud when we were in that Titan skull. And then when
Facts.
we crashed into the campment outside the city.
Yes,
And then when
that
we
was quite loud.
traveled to another plane here and killed a dead dwarven to get a legendary artifact.
She knows we're coming, surely.
That was pretty
If-
loud.
if-
Yeah.
If anything, we could possibly mix the two. Send both the Many and the Ursa in as a distraction as we sneak into the Fey Queen's palace.
If I might interject a thought, the Fey Queen strikes me as surprisingly humble, but at the same time, overconfident. I don't think she would expect a direct assault on her physical form. It seems like the last thing she'd believe that any mortals are capable of. She may not actually expect us to come. However, if she senses an army charging towards her physical location, I'm sure she'll assume the worst.
That is also a valid point. Is there a possibility of us having the Many stand by until we enter the throne room, and then to keep guards from entering behind us, they distract outside? Or do you think that'd be too close, and the Queen would detect them?
I don't think there's going to be anything like a throne room. I think that wherever her physical form is, it's extremely well hidden. probably even hidden from her closest allies. But I'm guessing. We really have no way to know.
Well,
You said
know,
her physical.
Worst case, we'll let Asmahilda's little friend over here teleport us back to the tunnels. If things go poorly from there, we can always take your teleport, can't we, Seven?
As long as I have 10 minutes to create it, yes.
Oh, we can buy 10 minutes.
I think Seven might have a valid point though. If only the queen's closest friends know where she is, or closest allies, one of them is probably right above us right now, and he would probably know where she is. Yes.
And you, at one point, had your nasty feet in his slippers.
I did not wear his slippers. I just stole them.
Okay. Let's calm down. Well, first, I think we should
take a short rest before we try to leave?
By the fact you have mentioned that multiple times, yes.
I think it would be wise.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I just said I think it would be wise.
I would also suggest that we send a message to both the Many and the Ursa and see at least what the fuck is going on.
Let's short rest first, so we have the latest update whenever we get done and get ready to leave.
The hour they could be dying.
Well, if we leave in 5 minutes, there's a good chance I'm dying.
Okay, that is fair. That is fair.
You okay with that, Hasmelda? If we hunker down here for just a minute before we go back? And by 1 minute, I mean about 60.
Hasmahilda, she ponders that. She says, I suppose if you think that this is for the best, I'm eager to get back to what remains of Clan Torgrin, but we can wait here.
I mean, if there's another healer down here, that would speed this up significantly.
There is, of course. I'll remember her name eventually. There is Dazubella. She is skilled in the clerical arts. She could help.
As in help all of us, or just like a couple of us?
Her powers are extensive.
Okay, well, let's go see.
She is the one who got us in here, after all.
Lead the way back then. We'll see if she can do it. Because you don't get any resources back from the short rest, do you, Nick?
Yeah, I can get spell slots back.
Well, then it's up to you. Once we get over there and see what she can do, I would still take some help.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go talk to her. Sure.
Trying to find the stat block I'm looking for. No, it's not that. Not that either. Oh, whatever. It's okay. All right. In that case, you guys head on back the way you came.
If there's any remnants of my rope, I would pick them up.
There's no remnants of your rope. I'm sorry, your rope's gone.
God.
Your rope was the casualty of this combat. But yeah, the other dwarves are sort of anxious when they see you coming. Isabella, of course, rushes forward, and she says, "You're alive. All of you are alive. I I was fearful when I heard the noises. We saw the lava rising in a great wave that seemed to engulf the end of the corridor. In truth, I thought it might be coming for us next, but mercifully we were spared. You you were successful then? Where is the crown of Gramnir?"
Yeah. 7 points to his head and winks.
And you can see all the dwarves kind of gather around, looking at Seven.
You might want to get closer, 7.
The far end of the hall. And you can see reverence and respect in their eyes as they gaze upon the crown. Some of them even seem to be close to tears as they look upon it. The lost craft of our people. Never thought I would see such a sight again. But never mind that. If we have the crown, then we ought to be getting out of here as swiftly as we can. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm eager to be out of this heat.
Yes. Where were you planning on going, by the way?
The sigil that I left on the cave floor just outside of the boundary between planes, I can use it as a focus, draw us back up to that point. Well, in theory, I could use it, the same magic, to take us to other points on our own home plane, bring us back to Yan, but I cannot guarantee where exactly we would end up. At least with the sigil, I can pinpoint it precisely.
Well, then, yes, let's head on home and see what's become of it. What happened?
How are you doing? Oh, God, you're hurt.
Just
Are
a
you
little bit.
okay?
Oh, I was thinking to myself, I would love a little bit of a gooey hug, but I would rather have some healing, please.
I'm afraid I can't help treat your wounds, but I can offer a hearty congratulations and 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 thanks that you are all right.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so sweet.
Cora's always a kind soul.
I like him so much. He's such a wholesome, pile of goo. I mean that in the best way, and she pats the armor plate on his head.
You can't tell if goo is capable of blushing. Hey, Dazabella will get to work though. She realizes, you know, she's kind of enamored with the crown at first, but she quickly realizes just how injured some of you are and begins getting to work with some magic to help you. Let's see. Can she do this one? That is a spell. Yeah, she can do it. And she did have, what level is that? I think that's 5th. She did toss out a casual greater restoration before, which should be an indication of the kind of power she's wielding. And she is able to throw down a mass cure wounds.
Oh. Kinky.
So she will choose the 6 of you, including Hasmahilda, who actually did she even get hit?
Yeah, she
Yes,
went
a
down.
lot.
Oh,
Oh,
she
she
went.
definitely
She got hit a lot. That's right. This isn't the same. This isn't the same token that was in the fight. That's why it's like, why is she at full health? I think that's right. Let me grab her token from the other screen.
Dorgrun Matron and I took many hits on the during the battle.
Yet you are a marvelous shield.
Thank you. I do my best.
And she will lay out a greater restoration. Or not a greater, sorry, mass cure wounds. Which is 3d8 plus her spellcasting ability modifier.
Big money, big money.
What is a... This is the closest thing in the book to her stat block. What does it get? Well, that's not very high at all. That's kind of silly. Anyone here happen to know the monster manual decently? Can anyone tell me what the higher level cleric stat block is called? I can't think of it off the top of my head. I know War Priest is like a mid-level version
High
of it, but I'm
Priest?
pretty sure there's a High Priest.
Maybe. Just checking on a quick Google.
There's a Sahagin High Priestess who does not seem to be the correct thing at all. I know for wizards it's Archmage, but I can't think of the cleric equivalent. Either way, I'm gonna assume. Let's assume it's a +5. So that's like what most of you guys are rocking. Seems pretty fair. Wow, not bad. Should get one low roll, but that's 23 hit points back to everyone who was in the fight.
Nice.
Very, very helpful.
Yeah, thank you.
I love the half health.
And let me use that. Just look at the Archmage real quick. Got another slot.
Saying something just War Priest, CR9. There's no CR12 equivalent from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, okay.
Someone said
Never
the
mind
closest
that.
alternative is CR20 Drow Matron Mother and Toma Focus.
Oh God.
Probably not quite. She's not wielding that much power. But neither is she. She's not quite an Archmage either, so she's not rocking the biggest level spells, but she should at least have one more 5th level slot, so she's going to perform another one of those. Oh, well, that one's not nearly as good. But she will dish out another 14 hit points to everyone collectively. And then is there anybody who's still looking beat up, because she can burn some lower level slots too?
Yeah,
I feel much better.
I'm like 3/4. I'm good.
Same.
I could do a little more. They got real low there at one point.
Well, if we're resting, does she even need to? I mean, we can roll hit die. Take a
No,
short
sure.
rest.
I'm at a point where I can roll hit die comfortably. If we're short resting. You want a short rest, right,
Yes.
Nick?
Yeah, I mean, at least, right?
Yeah,
I'm,
okay, then.
I'm happy with it. I'm happy with an hour.
Okay.
That was a pretty nasty fight.
She's gonna put a lower level cure wounds, maybe like a second level cure wounds on Hasmahilda, who is still pretty beat up. She went very low on her own, so she will throw out a little bit of healing there.
I mean, Cat died for a second.
Yeah.
Died for
Only a second.
She didn't die. She just fell asleep.
Yeah.
1d8.
Only a
Ve-
second.
Very peacefully napped.
Oh yes, I can think of everything being very calm and peaceful before I took a little nap.
That was
Vigilance.
not she throws some more onto Hasmahilda, who actually can take all of that. She needs a lot of healing. Okay. And then you guys can do a little short resty-roo, or at least attempt to. You sit down. You just gather together in the middle, and you're gonna sit for a while. Have a seat.
I mean, it's pretty hot. I think we
Yeah.
like at least social distance ourselves, you know.
This is beautiful temperature down here. What do you mean?
Shut up, Veggies.
Yeah, you're probably gonna spread out and nappy nap.
Veggies is just sprawled out on the floor, just being like, this is wonderful.
No, I need a little more warmth, so I'm gonna go back here and lay on this rug.
Okay. You guys can go ahead and take a short rest then.
Can we?
During the short rest, Seven will attempt to attune to this crown thingy that he's wearing.
All right. Attune to the crown. You can do that.
He also at some point might try to see if, I mean, it would take longer than a short rest, but he might see if there's any magic he can invoke from this thing eventually. Try to learn some new spells. Just a long-term thought.
Okay.
I'm close enough now.
Lots and lots of hit die rolling. Hasmahilda will cover a bit more too. She gets up to. What is her? I mean, she's a medium size, so she has D8s. 17.
That was Nimwe's Corey coming back into her.
She's back.
7. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. And I'll put her up. Oh, I think that's exactly her maximum. It is. Perfect. So Hasmahilda's back, and the rest of you gain the benefits of a short rest. The question is, now what? You're healed up. Are you gonna try and have Dasabella start shuttling you guys up?
I think that was the plan.
Yeah.
Okay. Ryland, were you trying to send any messages or anything during that time?
Yeah, before we get on the way, I'll send that little message off to Naz. Did that word count? Let me just pull the word. think I'm gonna even get close to that 25 limit though.
7 will also put on that fucking hazmat suit again, because why not? Seems awesome.
I thought you already had it on.
He probably did. He never really took it off, but
Let's say I don't remember
just
you ever
clarify.
taking it
Just
off.
clarifying.
Right, because we were talking about whether or not you wore the sunglasses over or under the hood.
Well, they're under, and the crown's under it too now.
Everything's it's just got this bulky hood up. The crown's underneath.
Got like little points sticking up
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. The ram horns, making the sides of his head look very lumpy.
Yeah, okay. 25 words right here. Just, ring, ring. Straight in Naz's head over here. Hey, Rylan Nilo here. How's everything going up top, Naz? We finished what we're doing in the mountain. Is it safe or fix it to come on out?
You receive this in response.
I'm feeling two numbers in my head. 87.
Getting increasingly worried for Naz.
Does anyone know what 87 means? Is that a code word for you there?
It's the number after 86, Ryland.
Yeah, it comes 488. Good job. At least you went to elementary school.
What's an elementary school?
Yes, what is an elementary school?
Yeah, where you go to school as a kid. Or in my case, you go church camp. For 100 years.
Do you guys just
Held off.
not? Do you guys just not learn things?
We
going around?
learn things from our parents. There are universities and colleges.
I remember
And,
learning
like-
things when I was a kid at the monastery too.
Yes, there are elders you can learn from. I learned how to hunt when I was a kid. How to ride horses, how to command. I also learned that handy little trick with the jewelry. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I learned how to poison people at 5.
Oh, that's fun.
Good skill.
Did you get high marks on that?
Well, I mean, I didn't actually get to use it till I was like 7, so I don't know. They
That was a-
died.
I was about to say, because I don't
sounds
think
like-
I've seen you use it once.
When have we had the chance for me to poison someone, Cat?
Could like poison your weapons before battle or something.
Yeah. That could be a thing.
That doesn't really make sense because if I put it back in my sheath and I take it out, it's kind of gonna splatter off. Don't you think? Like that's how liquid flows off thin metal.
Like a blade oil.
There's not really a
Sound like a horrible poisoner.
there's not
That
really a
does sound.
channel.
Why is
There's not really a channel in a rapier for it to hold anything like if it was a longsword. There's a
The
middle channel of a
point?
longsword.
you got
There's-
the point with poison? No.
There's not a hole in the rapier.
Didn't
for it to
you
hold
get
the
poisoned by a poison needle?
Yeah, but it had a syringe behind it. It wasn't just a needle in the air.
Then why
It
don't
wasn't
you
a
get
fucking
syringe
sewing
sword?
needle. Wait, what'd you say?
Why don't you get syringe sword? Why don't you fight with syringe? That sounds more effective if
that
you
actually-
describe it like that.
Or
Is
like
that
a
actually
dart.
something? Is that actually something
Ooh,
you
a
can buy?
dart.
Is there really a syringe sword out there? I've never heard of that. Please tell me.
I
where
didn't
can find
even. I don't know. I don't you make
Oh.
one?
Cat, look, do I look like someone smart enough to make that?
You look like a man who knows how to make poison.
That's easy. It grows everywhere.
So you could just poison the person that would sell something like that, so you can have it on your own.
I feel
No,
like he's just more
am I crazy?
afraid of being poisoned than actually poisoning.
At this point, yes. I prefer, stabbing. Works a lot more efficiently, and then like you don't have to worry about someone else drinking the poison on accident.
Why would
Let-
you drink
I still
poison
don't
on
get why.
variables.
I still don't
Because-
get why you can't just coat your blade with poison. That sounds like a perfectly
The oil
feasible thing.
idea.
Because I don't
Like an
have
oil.
any poison on me, okay?
Vengeance sounds like the kind of thief to try and poison the Warforged.
And I have tried.
What is a warforged?
Oh,
That
shoot.
is a automaton.
Oh, like Goo Man?
No, an automaton.
A person
know-
made of.
I don't know what that word is.
I learned
so-
it. I learned it
so-
from Ryland.
So the things we killed upstairs.
Yeah, kind of.
Yes.
Some of them.
I think the Warforged that we saved might take offense at being called automatons. Cat.
That is true. Yes,
They're
I have not quite figured out the whole offending people thing. But
We call them sentient automatons?
ooh, see, that would be good.
What is this word automaton exactly? Like can someone break it down for me what it means?
Ah, yes,
it's just
it is-
something made of non-organic materials. You know, that moves
Yes.
and talks and attacks and does all this other sort of stuff.
Yes,
So
you
not-
are
I'd argue
a
that
So
sentient
non-organic-
automaton is an oxymoron, Ryland.
Wait. So you're saying non-organic living thing. So Goo
Yes.
Man.
I'm pretty sure goo
Goo
is
is
organic.
organic.
Is goo or
Is it organic?
was it made out of?
His goo was
organic?
made from flesh. At one point, he was a dwarf.
Wait, was
No.
it?
Are you sure?
But his soul like came into the goo. So like, was the goo made
Did-
of like?
He is the
Did
goo.
the- Did the goo seep into his body and like take it over? Like how did the I have many questions now, Riley.
It's probably roughly like a process of like electrolysis where you use high rates of electricity mixed with the magic of
What's
the
that word?
arcane that probably, if I had to take a guess, dissolved his flesh and blood into a more acidic goo-like apparatus. So there's no
I'm
soul
with you,
left
Vengeance.
in
I
his
have
body.
no idea.
I had a 3 big word maximum today, bud.
I have no idea what you just said.
Just imagine both Cat and fucking Vengeance are standing there just. The fuck is he
Just-
saying?
Electrolysis. Yes.
Electrosis?
No, there was an L in there. There was definitely an L.
Yeah,
Electrolysis. Yes. That's it.
Electrosis.
Yes.
So an electric sister? Electrosis?
I cannot believe we are bonding about how stupid we are.
I don't know if that's a good thing, Cat. I think we both need to maybe learn about this school thing.
Well, I was given all the normal customary courses when I was growing up. How to be a noble, you know?
I don't know what that is. I just know how to
Oh,
kill nobles.
So you know, like economics, finding that nasty poisoner, and finding out it doesn't have blade oil for some reason. You know, it's a whole thing.
What is economics?
Oh, it is how people trade, and then prices work.
Why don't you just call it trading? Why
Because
do you need
there's
big?
no-
Why do you need a big word, Cat?
It would be economics.
Fancy people came up with these big words.
Yes, we did.
Lived in hole in ground.
you could have formal training at the monastery of history and lore and science.
Oh, we had plenty of history as well.
Like,
Oh, like the history of the realm of the Fey Queen, history of my family, how the dwarves all died. That was a thing. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to that one. I just pulled it up whenever I can. I was a
I
very
mean,
bad student.
to be fair,
Okay.
I did.
Yeah. Sorry to break you off here. Now's got back to me.
Oh.
Oh,
Great on.
okay.
She said not a great time for talking.
Oh,
Ursa are up there fighting right now.
Holy shit. Okay, we have to go.
They got casualties. Apparently the Fey Queen's army was ready for them. They're regrouped in the foothills right now, and they have more reinforcements coming from Xantum, I'm assuming. Apparently the whole city's on fire. That's
Oh,
That's the news I
wait a
got
second.
back from
Did you just say reinforcements from Xantham? As in from Xantham?
well, okay. Well, I'm assuming so. She just said reinforcements requested. Where did she? She came from Xantham, didn't she? I'm assuming she had to reach back to her other.
Wait. Reinforcements requested, as in we should go help, or reinforcements requested from Xantham?
Oh, that's a good question. She wasn't really clear on that.
Holy shit!
Did you also just say good news? The city's on fire.
That's a distraction for us to get out.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Should
are
we
all the
help?
miners and the people we were talking to okay? Like, it's not really good for them.
It didn't say the people were on fire.
Usually, city on fire means people on fire, Ryland.
hopefully my people are out there helping too. But it sounds like they may need us.
And what exactly can we do in a war?
I mean, at most, we're gonna do is just get back to fucking all of us beat up again before we boogie out, and that seems kind of counterintuitive right now.
We could parlay.
Cool, what?
Parlay. At least negotiate for the Ursa to get out.
Oh,
Pardon my ignorance into the ways of parlaying, but isn't a condition of negotiation that we have something to actually offer?
How about not a war with Xantham?
If hostilities have already broken out, it seems to me they don't give a fuck.
Shit. Either way, I I am very much not on board with leaving my men to die. We have to do something, at least.
I can't speak for everyone, but of course, I'm happy to help. I just don't know what we can do. We might make a difference in the fight, it's true. But we can't defeat an entire army of the Fey Queen by ourselves.
If they are in the foothills, I'm trying to think of how the Fake Queen's army would fight in this. Could I roll some sort of history check to see what would happen if what usually the Fake Queen's army would do if they were chasing down an enemy in hostile terrain?
Sure.
I can always see if Eldath will intervene, y'all. You know, there's always a chance.
Is it a good chance, Ryland?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I mean, Kat, you know that traditionally the forces of the Fey Queen wouldn't usually congregate en masse to try and like storm into the mountains or anything like that. Many times the mountains act as sort of natural barriers around the realm, and so it's much easier to defend them than attack them. If they were to do anything, they would probably send their Ohotniki to conduct a sort of guerrilla warfare in the hills, since they're much more mobile than the massed infantry, and try to pick apart enemies.
Sokoli.
What?
It would be the Okochniki. They would try to pick the Ursa off one by one. And if we are in the foothills, we don't fight well in. It is easier to defend, yes, but we would have to find a way to get back to Xantam, break off, get out of there, which the scouts should have been doing their job. But
It's possible that maybe the fall could try to guerrilla them back. Maybe try to give the Ursa cover while they flee.
true.
Well, if it's only the guerrilla warfare going on, could we counterattack them while the Ursa get away? I do believe you have a score to settle, Cat.
Are the foothills in the north or the south?
That would be south of Lemadam.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So towards the border with Xantam.
It's closer.
Well, either way, I need to get back to see what the situation is, but did she say anything else?
No, just no time to talk and engage casualties. They were ready for them. They regrouped the foothills, reinforcements requested, and Lamont burns.
Maybe we try and, meet them at the foothills. Try and be stealthy. Try and, I don't know.
You know, Naz really pickles my buns. She had a couple more words she could have used that would have provided some real clarification on this.
I would also appreciate that as well.
What about the people in the city? Have you tried to speak to them, Rylan? The guy we were talking to? What was
Yes, how about the many? How about them?
I was talking about the fucking goddamn, where's his name? Soren.
Well, there is Soren up there. There was also the many on the way from that one gentleman we met in the Titan School, whose name that is just burning away from my tongue here.
You say met in Titan School?
Met in the Titan School. You know, the gentleman we saw before
Mm-hmm.
everything got crazy and we distracted the elements so he could get away.
Ryland. As you're debating who to contact next, you suddenly see Dazabella leap to her feet, looking intently around. She says, "Someone is coming. I sense it. They're breaching the barrier between planes." And then
shit.
to the south, you see a flash of light. And in an instant, several figures appear there. There are two heavily armored figures wearing the black and gold of the mortal hand. Two large bears with armored men.
Oh!
Riding
Oh my
upon
god!
Now's your chance.
You see
Sorry.
also towards the back, looking like she's already trying to find somewhere to take cover, the Ochotniki, Agatha.
Oh, Sokoli!
And in their midst, looking like he's just completed the last gestures of a spell. Anton Sobel.
Oh shit.
Oh. I think it's time to go.
New plan. We cut off the head of the snake.
Right now, right here.
Because I am very ready to kill a lot of people.
I don't want to go back up in the air. Can we try talking first?
Barley.
Cat already has a sword out.
Sobel advances with the two Mortal Hand troops coming just ahead of him, leading the way. The others fall in, the bears growling and snarling.
I don't suppose you've came to surrender.
Sobel looks at the group of you, and he looks keenly across the way. Spies 7 standing there.
He does have the hood on top of the crown.
Yeah, he
Come
just sees a
on.
hazmat suit. He doesn't
Come
see
on.
He's an incredibly bulky hazmat suit. He mutters something to his men in Staril. And then he advances a little closer. His men are getting a little bit ahead of him. And he says,
slowly descend the stairs.
He says very plainly, "You have the crown. Give it to me."
And what do we get in exchange?
Why would we ever do that? Exactly, General Naya.
Well, let the man speak. He might have something valuable to offer.
It will spare your lives.
That's not very. That's not very valuable.
Your life is not valuable?
I mean, almost died like 5 times now. It's kind of whatever at this point.
He raises
General
his eyebrow.
Sobel, I do have to express that we have killed many, many things that are larger than you. Do you really want to roll that chance? That we won't just...
There's an opportunity for a peaceful solution today, or for both of us to at least walk out of this.
We did just murk a pretty powerful king and some golems back there.
We do.
I have
Couldn't even
offered.
kill me the first time.
He just kind of waits for each of you to finish, and then he says, "I have offered a peaceful solution. Do you accept it?"
I mean, I feel for someone who wears very elegant golden slippers, you could probably do a better deal than that.
Oh, wow. Really? Bring up his slippers. Okay.
I gotta be honest. For someone like myself who asks a lot of questions to Eldath, I don't gotta ask her this one. It's gonna be a no from me, sir.
It sounds like you're not willing to negotiate. That it's just going to be an ultimatum.
He sighs and speaks in Starl Cat. You hear him saying, "This is taking too long. Kill them." And we'll be rolling initiative.
Can I? Shit! I wanted to do a mass suggestion and see if I could convince them to put down their arms.
Maybe you can if you can act before them.
I'll
Oh my god.
19's pretty good.
God damn it.
And we got a natural 20 on the first guy to roll. And a natural 1 on the next one, so take your pick. Oh, you don't need to whisper. Why are you whispering?
What if he wants to be sneaky about it?
Oh, also whispering without need. But that is a natural 20 from Agatha.
She's real mean.
That's why I like her so much. No, don't worry.
Because-
I'm gonna convince her to join the air. So
Because I can't see Agatha's roll, I don't know if she rolled better than me or not.
Well, she rolled a nat 1. So.
Well, it doesn't mean her bonuses add up
She's
higher
got
than
a
mine.
bow. Her dex is high.
That's not what that means.
That's exactly what that means.
but
And
pretty
now-
typically that's what that means.
I'm gonna roll for your dwarven allies.
Is Hank gonna join in this one, or is he gonna hide?
Is he even here?
Yeah, he's right here.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
Yeah,
this is
he's
Hank right now.
I forgot Hank. And so useless.
What's his name now? His name is Tom or something, right?
He changed it. It's like
No, it's
Bob or something. Who the
Fred,
fuck knows?
Maybe?
Fred?
I don't know.
Jim.
I want to say Jim.
Larry?
He's right here.
What? Phil. Phil's his name. Okay.
Might as well just call that man Rudolph von Richten.
Because he's so useless.
Wow. Kind of rude.
Jesus.
He's not even here to defend himself.
You don't even get that joke, Pat. Don't even get fame.
I
and
want to feel
punishment.
part of it. Okay.
He was an NPC with us for Strahd, who did like 4 damage and attack.
You're an NPC for me right now.
Hey, pretty good for Dazabella. Okay, I think that's everyone who's in this mix. That's a lot of creatures on initiative. I don't know why Agatha is not going first, because she definitely beat Vengeance.
She's not in the turn order.
It's not in the turn order. Well, that would be why. She got her 25.
Oh, raggedy bitch.
Fuck.
What I get for rolling a 15?
All right, everyone is in initiative. And I will take Agatha's turn in 1 moment. I'll be right back.
2-minute break here.
This doesn't seem great.
Yeah.
I'm going to mass suggestion gem and have them throw their weapons into lava.
That'd be so cool.
If you could pull that the fuck off, that would be beautiful.
It is the fake queen's magic, after all. I can see no
Oh.
way this can go wrong.
Only way I see it going wrong, we lose the shiny rock.
Hmm.
Just keep in mind, this guy cast a reverse gravity. I mean, he's I don't know what level spellcaster he is, but
And it has been
assume the worst.
I'm just expecting, because I'm in front with Cat, we're just gonna get yeeted fucking back on his turn.
Let's see, what's the wisdom save they have to pass? I don't even know.
Well, Sobel already passed it. Don't even bother looking it up for him.
It's a DC 15. It's not terrible.
Just saying. Maybe I'll ask Eldap to open up a canyon underneath his feet. And they'll use the earthquake spell.
Ron's just gonna be back there. Hey, Eldad. Me again.
I mean, if this was any time to use the Rod of Peace, this would probably be the time.
Saving that for
But
a
what-
tavern.
Hear me out. What if we shove the Rod of Peace straight up his ass?
But then he would get Sanctuary.
Is his ass ground?
Plant it.
And going
If
off
you
your
plant it,
Going off your earlier description, Max, that would just
Well-
rip his body apart as the roots spread out.
As
Ooh,
fucking
I
metal as that
I like that
sounds.
idea.
what if we just plant it in his chest and he becomes like a crazy monster infused with the tides and everything? That'd be great. Who can also
the-
reverse gravity.
Jam the rod straight through his mouth. That's planted in his mouth now.
God, I'm thinking nothing. I'm thinking of like, you've seen the housing before?
Yes. Yes.
Like when Anderson does the thing with the fucking the nail at the very end. That's what I'm imagining, and that didn't turn out well for anyone.
Especially him.
Especially
Alucard
him.
just walked
Huh?
that shit off. Alucard just walked that shit off. Didn't even care.
Yeah.
If you have not seen Hellsing Ultimate Abridged,
I have.
hilarious.
God, Agatha is gonna put a fucking arrow in between my eyes.
I don't know. I did hit her with like 2 or 3 arrows last time we saw each other.
Yeah, but I'm consciously mocking her all the time.
I mean, I'm consciously just being a better shot than her. I mean, good wreck, scrub.
That's true. So you could say this is a target-rich environment.
To be fair, though, her friend did turn me into Boromir in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, that was a good. Oh man.
I think he hit me with like 3 out of 4 attacks, one being the fucking crit that dropped me.
Yeah, let's see what she's gonna do. She is in a target-rich environment. And she is going to probably shoot a cat first. Let's be real. As soon as she gets the order to kill, she just already has the arrow knocked. She just draws it and lets loose a shot straight at Cat. Her first attack.
By the way, Anthony, your audio sounds weird. Like it's going off your computer, not your mic.
My microphone is far away from my mouth.
There we go.
That's a good directing mic.
Isn't
So
it?
very good.
Yeah.
She's gonna take her first shot. It is made with advantage.
Because why not?
Fuck that bitch.
Oh, it's just a feature that these guys have
Fuck that bitch. This is Russia.
because they are assholes. Let's see. Advantage on the first shot against Cat. And we're starting off strong with a 27.
Hit, baby!
She hits
Oh.
you.
Oh
and
no.
she piles on a tremendous amount of damage. She triggers her sneak attack.
Woo.
And she triggers her archer's eye.
Oh, this escalated very quickly.
So she's going to deal the normal longbow damage. And then she's going to add the sneak attack. And she's going to add... Oh, that's not a very good roll. Actually, it's still below average. And she's going to add a d10 as well. Okay. So she dishes out 29 points of damage on the first shot. as the arrow strikes Cat in the opening salvo, and then she takes a second shot. This time, not at advantage.
I am afraid.
That escalated quickly.
Just a 10 on the second shot. She only rolled a 2 on the die. She's a little too quick to draw and release the second one, and it just sails past Cat and out of sight. And that is the opening. Vengeance.
Cat's gonna call out as she's like trying to grab the arrow in her leg. It's like, get aim for it for shit, bitch.
I'll read it once.
Seeing Cat get shot, I'm just gonna rush forward to the first guy and start swinging.
Okay. Let's see. The rapier comes in a 24 to hit. Will land.
I think I gotta add sneak. And then to not be still right here, I'm gonna back the fuck up or disengage quickly.
All right. You disengage and you get out of there. So you do manage to deal the 6. Do you have? Oh no, that's because that's for the crit, right?
But no, I didn't crit. Both hit, and I get the advantage still because there's no one within 5 feet of him.
Right.
Like he has no ally.
Okay, so that's all of that. There is valid. 13 plus 21.
Yes.
Okay. For 34 points of damage. Good strikes there. Vengeance, you might remember these guys a little bit from your escapades in the camp.
I do, but they shouldn't remember me. Hopefully.
The one to the left is the first to act and is going to advance. Yeah. Yep. Nothing he needs to use here. He doesn't have to be fancy. He can just advance and swing. And that is exactly what he's going to do. He charges up the stairs. Cat is the obvious target right in front of him. He advances forward and hefts a battle axe in one hand. It gleams silver as he swings it down at her.
Oh, he would be swinging it up since I am higher on the stairs, aren't I?
He does have the high ground.
Okay, it swings it slightly higher.
Hey, I'm just.
And it's only a 13 to hit you. Sorry, you shouldn't be rolling with any additional advantage or anything. But it will follow it up with a 22.
That is a hit.
And he hits hard for not only the 8 points of slashing damage, but crushing into you with magical force as he propels his attack with a little additional magical weight. That's a good roll.
Good thing I
And
spent
then
those hit
he's
die.
Gonna stay right where he is. Because the bear is up next. Cat, what's your dex modifier?
My dex modifier is a
Your
plus
score.
0.
Your score.
My dex score is a 10.
Okay, well then, this guy goes before you. He digs the heels of his boots into the sides of the bear, who roars, and I've totally forgotten how I statted these guys out. Let's see what they can do. So they kind of move as one creature while they're mounted for simplicity. Yeah. Okay. It's going to advance up. Its speed is actually not that fast. Bears are not exactly a heavily armored bear like this. Actually, no, he moves with the mount speed. I need to look up the bear stats. That's the problem. I'm using just the knight itself. Medved. What is armored bear? Oh, come on. Oh, a minute. Oh, there it is. War bear. Couldn't find the damn thing. Okay, that's a little better. Speed 40 feet. So it advances a little further. And then it is going to keep advancing as the bear is using its action to dash. It will close in on your flank here, kind of throwing itself right into the middle of things. And
when it passes by, does it provoke an opportunity attack?
Yes, I suppose it does. It's not going up and making a 90-degree angle right turn to get in there, so.
All right, and I'll just throw out an opportunity attack.
Does it get an attack from Nimue or no? Because it didn't pass her.
No, it's advancing into her reach. It's not.
Also, I can throw on this one. Go ahead and use that. Try and hit.
Okay.
Fuck! Oh my god!
That's bad. That's not good, Cat. All right, let's see what happens, Cat. Oh, this attack made with a two-handed weapon.
It is.
Melnikov blade is a great sword. You try to swing kind of as this thing comes around, almost getting behind you, and in the process, you actually strain your back trying to twist that far. You have. Ooh, this is.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, you strain your back. My back, it says.
Wow.
You have disadvantage on athletics checks until you finish a short rest. Might not be good if you get into a wrestling contest.
I'll keep that in mind, Anthony.
All right. So the bear charges in, and now the knight is going to actually make its attacks. Advantage. Okay. Mounted has advantage on melee attack rolls against any unmounted creatures smaller than its mount. Well, that's all of you. So it comes swinging in, whipping a great axe around and down to try and cleave into Nimue, and it has advantage on this attack.
Yep.
It's a 20 to hit Nimue.
Oh, that hits. That meets.
All right, it's only 13 points of slashing damage. And then it is going to lay about with a second attack at Ryland. It's only a 14 to hit him, though. It misses, swinging kind of wide. But then it has a bonus action, which it is going to grant to its bear, allowing it to make a single attack as well. The bear opens its maw. And oh my god, there's so many NPC blocks. Where's the war bear? There it is. And it's going to try and bite at 7. And it's a 13 to hit. Will not come anywhere near where it needs to. All right, it's your turn, Cat.
Okay, I'm gonna try something. So Cat's gonna very painfully take out the stone, the crystallized grace, and she's gonna take her sword and just cause sparks to fly off it, by just dragging it over the surface of the grace, and she is going to attempt mass suggestion these soldiers. Speaking Zdaro, she's going to say, "Wouldn't it be better if we just got along? Throw your weapons into the fire. There is no need for them here. We are all friends." She winks at Sopal. And the DC should be
I think it's built
15.
into yeah, DC 15.
I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try and target all the
Alright.
creatures.
DC 15. Yeah, is there a limit to the range? 60 feet?
60 feet. So let me check.
Let's see. You might...
Oh, I got her.
Yeah, you've
Got
got
her.
everyone. You've got everyone. Okay. Well, the bears can't understand you, so that's not a problem. But let's start with the guys right in front of you. The 2 Mortal Hand members are going to... Oh, look at that. They have the Fey Queen in their minds and in their hearts, and they are immune to being charmed.
God damn it.
No.
Even though it's the fake Queen's Grace, she shows it.
All it needs is them to be immune,
Let's-
right?
I'm trying to help. Okay.
The knights,
Okay.
on the other hand, are not immune, but they are resistant to such things. They are determined, so they have advantage on their saving throw to resist it. It's wisdom, right?
It
Yeah, wisdom.
sure is.
Okay. So here comes 2 saving throws. That is a pass on both of them. Agatha in the back does not have any of these benefits, so she's just making a straight wisdom roll, but she is pretty good at those. Wow, she passes. And that just leaves Sobel.
Please, Lord.
Does he have anything? Yeah.
3.5.
He has nothing special, but he does have a ridiculously high wisdom save.
Okay, has a high attack bonus too. Shit when you fail it.
And he passes.
So close.
Oh
God.
By the
Not
a
skin
single
of his
one
teeth.
them seem to be swayed by your words, Cat. Valiant effort, though.
I'll just second win myself because I'm already half health, so I'll just go ahead and do that.
7.
roll-
Oh, sorry, Cat. Is there anything else you want to do? Move?
No, I'll just second win myself real quick. That's
Okay.
it. I don't want to move.
All right, 7, you're up.
All right, 7 will do what he usually does and start the blade song. Swords kind of start rotating around him. Then he's going to. What is the reach on these mounted knights? Is it normal reach, or they look like they have long weapons or something?
They have normal reach. The only thing that's expanding their reach is the fact that they're considered to occupy the same square as their mount. So yeah, obviously they can hit everything adjacent to the mount. And the bears have normal reach too.
All right, 7 is gonna fly back and up a little bit, and if the bear mount thingy wants to, it can take a swipe at him.
Yes. In fact, technically, you are leaving the reach of 2 creatures. So.
Oh, because the bear and the mount are separate.
Actually, let me do mounts. Do mounts get reactions? I need to double check that. It is functioning as a mount right now. So let me double check the rules for mounted combatant. Mounted combat. Controlling a mount. While you're mounted, you have 2 options. You can either control the mount or allow it to act independently. The initiative of a controlled mount matches yours. It moves as you direct it. It only has dash, disengage, dodge. 3 action options. An independent mount it retains its place. In either case, if the mount provokes an attack while you're on it, the attacker can target you or the mount. Well, that doesn't tell me anything about whether the mount has a reaction. I think it gets one because it doesn't eliminate it. It doesn't prevent it from any. It doesn't say anything about reactions, so I think it should probably still have one. So the bear is going to strike, and the knight on top of it is also going to strike. We'll start with the knight since I've got him up. He is at advantage because he's mounted, and anything that's smaller than his mount, he gets advantage against. That is a 26 to hit you.
I will shield.
All right. You block the strike, and then the bear is going to try and claw at you, of course, with that much protection, and the bear rolls a natural 1. Sword beats fist. 7, are you wielding a melee weapon?
Yeah, cupcake.
You're wielding cupcake. You put your sword up and block the blow, and it takes damage from cupcake.
Cool.
So give me
Gang.
Give me the weapon's damage.
It's a 1d8 plus 4. I rolled damage in the chat.
Okay, got it. And then it's gonna take the 9. Got it. All right, you're good now.
Okay. What was I gonna do? 7 is going to momentarily grasp Bastion, which he is riding on. He just kind of kneels down and touches it, and he is going to invoke it. How tall is Sobel?
I don't know. He's maybe a touch on the shorter side. He's like 5'8" or so. I guess he's average.
Okay, you said he's 5 feet tall, 5.5, something
like 5'8" or so.
5'8". Okay. In that case, a cage of blades in the form of a sphere wraps around him with radius 2 feet, so that he has to kind of crouch into a ball inside it, like a little fucking gerbil in a cage.
Nice.
Let's see. All appears. A sphere or dome or sphere with a radius of up to 10 feet, or you can shape a flat surface.
If the wall cuts through the creature, he gets pushed to one side. I choose inside the sphere.
Okay, if the wall cuts the creature pushed to one side of the wall. I mean, if it's too small for him to occupy.
Well, if he kneels.
If he kneels.
That's what I was attempting to do, is to force him inside a sphere that's small enough that he's awfully uncomfortable.
Just say bend the knee and bop.
Let's see.
But if you argue that I can't do that, then I'll just put put the cage around him.
I'm okay with it.
I'm just trying to taunt him a little. It's not actually mechanical.
You put him in a tiny little cage. And you see him like hunker down as he sees this cage of blades forming around him. He doesn't seem to want to get hit by the blades. Nothing can physically pass through the wall. Physically pass through. It's immune to all damage and can't be dispelled. Oh, this is Wall of Force. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, it's a wall of force.
It's only confusing because Rylan created a wall of blades in the last combat.
Yeah.
We like our blades around here.
Sure, he's crowded in, and there's no saving throw or anything against that. That's fine.
Okay, that's all I got. Ends my turn. I flew up about 30 feet, I guess. By the way.
Okay, 30 feet in elevation, up above the fighting. Where's them little wingy dings? So I can remember. There they are. Hasmahilda shouts and she says, "Dwarves of Torgrin, will you stand by in your ancestors' halls while your allies fight?" And they go, "No!" And they charge forward. Although they're not exactly... These guys aren't warriors, they're miners. And they got hand axes and pickaxes and the like.
You all learned today.
Yeah.
They're gonna charge in and start trying to hamper these guys. 1, 2, 3 are in on the knight. They are slightly too slow to get in and engage over on this side. So they are advancing. Can they make hand axe attacks at that range? Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so the ones on this side are just gonna dash in this turn. One of them gets up to stand side by side with Cat. The others seem to be advancing up to just try and fight the others here. However, 3 of them are able to get into position to help a little bit, and they start going to town on the bear and its rider, swinging pickaxes at it. I think the knight can force an attack targeted at its mount to target it instead, which it's going to choose to do pretty much every time. So they're just attacking the knight. Here come the 2 pickaxes. 1, 2. Okay, one of them actually scores a hit. Holy shit.
They may just have pickaxes, but pickaxes still fucking hurt.
They're fucking going.
Yeah.
Fuck
Bear
yeah,
made
boy.
of iron.
Because they're
No.
mining that ass.
They are
Okay.
they are forced to attack the knight. But almost all of their attacks actually land. All but one of them. So that's gonna be 5.
Ignore that little guy.
Come on. 5,
Oh.
5, 6, 8,
Oh, that's great.
and 6. Holy shit.
yeah.
Oh,
Good.
yeah. Too bad Sobel's about to kill them all.
They're determined. That's 18 points of damage plus 12 for a total of 30. Holy shit.
Dwarves came in swinging.
Poor dwarves.
Dwarf and
Sobel.
strong.
Sobel is up. What's he got up his sleeves?
Better be a disintegrate.
Why don't you tell him the secret to the puzzle?
It's in the
So-
spell
so-
text.
Doesn't mean
So
you read
where
that
in-
yet.
Where exactly is this? Is the wall of force? It's a.
Around him, it's a sphere.
It's a sphere in his square. It's just right around
Ah.
him.
Gotcha. That's a weird name change.
I don't know how to do a wall of force in a metallic way. I'm not sure. You got anything better? Let me know.
Cage of daggers. A little smaller ones. Makes more sense.
Let me see. How does that interact with this? I genuinely don't know the answer to this. This is a weird one. Hang on, let me read it very carefully.
It causes the Githzerai to explode.
What? Oh, no, that's just a stat block. Why does it keep changing it? It's annoying. Spells cast user spell. Even if the spell, such a spell, can target, but the spell has no any area. Is a wall an area spell, or is it? It's not a targeted spell. Is it an area spell?
I don't know if the wall is an area spell. I think last time we said that, technically spells can't pass through the wall. But other than that, I have no idea how you classify a wall. I mean, maybe it's an area spell, I guess. It's not targeted, right?
It's not targeted. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay. I'm just gonna I'm gonna ask you guys your opinion on this because I'm legitimately not sure. I'm gonna post the spell. Let me see if we can get consensus on this.
Who is Mike Merles? Is he a part D&D person?
Yeah.
He said, unofficial ruling is that Wall of Force does block spells, including lines of effect. If that helps you at all.
I mean, so there's still the question of teleportation, which is that affected?
Do you need a line of? Do you need to know where you're teleporting to? Do you need to be able to see it?
It says a space you can see for most teleport spell. Well, for these teleport spells specifically.
Would the wall block his sight?
Yeah, because
Yeah. So my interpretation of Wall of Force is that you can't teleport out of it. But I mean, that's just how I rule it. I mean,
Right.
It's your game. It's your game, man. You decide how you think it works.
Yeah. That's the thing is it's not really clear because it specifies it's an invisible wall, right? It's translucent, so you can see, but do you have line of effect?
Well, it says it even blocks through the ethereal
Ethereal,
plane in the bottom of
right.
the spell.
Yeah, well, teleportation is not through ethereal, but
Blocks that kind of stuff, but
okay. Well, here's the real spell I'm trying to figure out. It wasn't even teleportation. It was this one. can the wall continue to exist inside an area of globe of invulnerability?
It's a hard question.
Well, if the invulnerability is larger than the
It wouldn't-
sphere he's in,
it wouldn't work. The global invulnerability would be limited to the inside of the sphere, since magic can't pass through the sphere.
Yeah, so it says that spells cast outside the sphere. So like, jeez, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, God, trying to interpret.
Sounds like maybe
I mean,
shouldn't be stuck.
I think the idea is that the wall can't be dispelled. I don't know. I mean, I don't. I think if you had a globe of invulnerability up, then certainly you can't cast a wall of force inside it.
Yeah,
right.
That's the thing.
But the question is, does it immediately? Yeah, and I mean, I have no idea. Whatever you rule is what happens.
I mean, you could make him technically invulnerable inside the sphere, but he just is going to lose more space inside that at this point.
Any spell of 5th level or lower cast from outside the barrier. I guess the barrier doesn't exist at the time that the
only real argument is that a spell can't pass through the barrier, and the target and range is south.
I think it needs to be active first. I think that's the only thing I can say for it, because it seems to keep specifying from within or without the barrier. But if the spell is already up when the barrier is up, then I don't think it cancels out. In that case, you can't cast spells through. Does he need line of effect? So let's see what we got here. Does this require line of effect?
Honestly, I don't even know what that means. That's a word.
Yeah, line of effect is very poorly defined in this game as well. So
a line of effect is a straight unblocked path that indicates what a spell can affect.
right.
While a line of effect is canceled by a solid barrier, it's like line of sight for ranged weapons, except that it's not blocked by fog, darkness, and other factors that limit normal sight.
Right. So can he do this?
No, because if it's line of effect, like you just said, the barrier around him is a literal barrier, so it can't pass through.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that you can see is supposed to be the thing that is like, oh, that's the line of effect, I think. 100-foot cylinder centered on a point within range. It just talks about range. On a point within range. So if you're just targeting, so here's my question. Do you think that you can cast like suggestion through the wall? Because that has a target on the outside. God. I'm going to skip his turn for the moment.
I think these things are so ambiguous that
you gotta just
that there's going to be no official guidance. You just need to make a call what you think happens in your mind.
I think at this point, he's right. It's whatever you want to do for your campaign, as long as you stay consistent throughout.
Okay.
But can sound make it outside the wall of force? Wouldn't they have to be able to hear the suggestion?
All right. Well, let's ignore that because he's not casting suggestion. Yeah, I think he's. Oh.
Stuck?
I think he's gonna bide his time. At least that's what he's saying. The other knight is going to advance forward. And just start trying to clear out some of these annoying dwarves who are surprisingly good at hitting. He's going to charge in, and he is going to take 2 swings with his axe. Both of those hit the dwarf, and the dwarf is hurting 17 points. And then the bear is going to try and maul him using the knight's bonus action, or swipe a claw at him, which actually misses. So he survives. Nimue, you're up.
I'm gonna try and hit the rider with the Eldritch Staff.
Let's see it. Ooh.
It's good. Here's another one. Still not great.
Both strikes glance off of his thick armor.
Since I'm here, I think I want to... Well, I was thinking about spending 1 key point to Flurry of Blows. Could I punch him from down here?
Yeah. He occupies the same space as the bear, so...
Good. Flurry of Blows and try to punch him. Okay. Let's try.
The 20 will land.
That was better.
6 points of bludgeoning.
And then 1 more.
And
nice.
a critical hit. Let's see what you draw. It's bludgeoning damage and stay down. Double damage, and the target must make a Constitution saving throw or be knocked prone. Now, there's all sorts of rules about being knocked prone on your mount.
Get off that bear.
He has advantage. He has advantage on dexterity saving throws to avoid falling off his mount, but this is a Constitution save, strangely. So,
Ah.
Surprise,
Uh,
bitch.
so let's see how this is. Con save. He's not bad. It's only DC 12 on the card, so he passes. All right, but he does take double damage, so he'll take the 11 points.
And I think I will mobile back up. Maybe move over here.
All right, you back on up. No opportunity attacks. And you get to safety. Dazabella
Okay. Just knock him off the bear.
is not exactly equipped as a combatant, but she can still provide some support with some healing. She sees that Cat has been wounded and is going to throw out a healing word to assist. Let's see, that is normally D4 plus her spellcasting. She's upcasting it a little bit to get it to 2nd level for 2D4 plus 5. 9 points of healing for Cat from a distance. And
Thank
she
you.
is also taking a dodge action, just trying to defend herself, backing off a little bit. Ryland.
Just a quick random kind of question here, Anthony. How thick did this bridge look whenever we walked over it initially?
I mean, it's pretty sturdy. There's probably parts of it that have like columns going down to the ground and stuff. I don't know, probably ranging anywhere from these big slabs. Probably anywhere from like 10 to 20 feet, and then obviously the columns go all the way down. There's probably like a big column right in the middle. I imagine that like more out here is where it's thinner,
Wait, would you say it was thinner?
like further away from the central point here.
Okay. Well, I'm just curious. Okay. Ryland is gonna pull out his handy-dandy little book and flip to his nice page with the very bad stickman drawings that he's been using for his celestial summonings. And just move. Oh, it's gonna be centered right here behind Cat, and it is going to take the shape of the defender.
Okay.
Don't think I can bonus action anything this round because it's a spell, and it is. Oh, I gotta pull this thing up because it's a pain. It is going to make an attack against the bear up here. Actually, it's going to attack the knight.
Okay.
And that is 1d20.
That's a 15 total.
Yep.
That is a miss.
And I'll follow up with a second attack.
Now that will land.
Okay, and that does 10 plus 8. So 11 points of radiant damage. And I'm going to. It has a second part of the attack here. I wish this was easier to do. This is the effect with its attack. And I'm going to use it to target Cat to give her 1d10 10 HP.
Much appreciated.
Don't appreciate it too much.
I still appreciate it.
So it's 11 points of damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got it.
I am feeling so inspired by Eldath.
All right. Anything else from Ryland?
Nope, that'll be it.
Okay. Hasmahilda will advance now. She's going to stand with her brethren, and she's going to get right up here, shouldering past Ryland to try and take down the bear herself. She's going to swing in with the great axe.
And if she wanted the thing's reaction, she'd have it.
Oh, yeah. Technically, it's this guy here who's in the flanking position. But,
Okay.
see her go. A 15 is not going to hit the knight. 24 will, as will the other 24.
Woo!
And she is not chill about this at all. That's 28 points of damage plus, good math, 35, 41 total. Holy shit. That knight is in pretty rough shape after eating all of these blows. Phil is up. Phil is in the back and looking around and looking a little sheepish. And he is going to say, "Oh, I'm not so sure about all of this, but maybe dagger," he says, and he throws a dagger from where he's standing.
Did he just change? He just changed his accent mid-attack.
Dagger. He's not surprising, but this is the first round of combat. Oh, he's not surprising, so he doesn't get anything. That's
Hey, look,
unfortunate.
he's trying to remember all his aliases right now. Cat, don't call his accent out.
He's got a plus 2. So he's got 1d plus 6. Oh! Ah!
Oh, nice.
Take that.
24.
And he actually sticks a dagger into the knight for 6 points of damage.
I just realized this. Does Glorzo have a turn?
Glorzo should have a turn. You're right, he does not have one. Let's see here. One second. Okay. Glorzo, where did you get to? Where did you go, Glorzo?
Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come? Glorzo.
Not gonna lie, I was thinking that a little bit myself. Yeah, he is going to. He's a slow moving guy, so he is going to advance in over here. Kind of getting into the back line a little bit. But he's actually got reach with his stretchy, gooey pseudopod arms. He reaches out, and he is going to try and pummel the knight. Unfortunately, 11 does not come anywhere near hitting him, and the knight just fends him off. I still didn't give him an initiative roll, did I? He's not the most dexterous fellow. So I actually think he came in at exactly the right time. Wait. What? Why aren't you in here?
You did dexterity, not initiative.
Ah, that would be why. But it's obviously the same for him. But yeah, he's not moving with any haste here. And the last guy in the back, he did get stabbed by Vengeance, but he looks back at Sobel. He looks up at 7, so gloatingly floating around up there. And he is going to sheathe the great axe for a second, look up to 7, and then he's going to. Oh, wait, does he get? Oh no, I take it back. He doesn't get that. But he does have other magic that he will put to use. Namely, he's not going to sheath the battle axe, but he is going to start lifting up into the air as he is casting a spell upon himself with his psionics. He is flying. And fly speed is what, 60 feet on that spell?
Yep.
All right. It's 45, and he's got to go up like probably 40. I think he should be able to pull that off. I'm pretty sure that works out. Yes, it just works out. He can go 60 feet and get up to tackle, or at least tango, with 7. He brings his blade to bear and is going to try and strike at you.
Yep, he will.
16 will miss, followed by a 12. That's very sad. However, he's also got one other little thing, which he's going to trigger. Metabolic control, which is going to let him regain a few hit points at the start of his turn. Technically, he did that at the start of his turn.
What a bitch.
And advancing on 7. Top of the round.
So because Sobel didn't get a turn, I did a bunch of reading, and the best thing I found that helped me think about this was just imagine that Wall of Force is like the stone walls of a room you're in a dungeon. Like, would you let someone Misty step through it? If they cast Globe of Invulnerability and they stood up to the wall, would you let it cancel spells cast on the other side at the wall? Like just treat it like it's a stone wall in a dungeon, basically. So any if you would allow something to go through that, then you should allow it to go through Wall of Force.
I mean, okay, that's a fair point. I mean, the only thing that's a little different is that the wall itself is magic. So how does that interact with the globe is a bit of a question. But I get what you're saying about Misty Step.
I don't know. I wasn't trying to say you need to rule it that way. I was trying to say that's the only thing I read, which maybe helped me figure some stuff out.
That definitely helps to put it in more manageable terms. So yeah, Misty Step obviously does not get through. However, there are other certain teleportation spells that don't have the
right, like Dimension Door. You could probably do right out of a Wall of Force. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Bear that in mind. So then the question becomes, what sort of teleportation does he have? He has probably, well, we'll deal with that on his turn. For now, it's the top of the round. Agatha sees the situation. Jeez. And she is going to use her bow. Obviously, that's what she does. Although she seems to have gotten over her grudge with Cat in favor of targeting 7 flying around up there. Her first shot will be made with advantage, and with the incredible long reach of her bow, she can take the shot from way back there. That's a 27 to hit 7.
Well, I'm still shielded, and it would take a 28.
Ooh, okay. Actually, she has her Archer's Eye ability immediately after making. Well, that'd be a little cheap of me at this point. So she can add a D10 to either her attack or damage roll. She used it on her damage before. She can use it on her attack. Still shielded. I forgot he was still shielded. I'm going to use it. I actually want to hit someone for once. I especially want to hit 7. She rolls a D10. 5. Turns it into a 32 to hit 7.
That will hit.
All right. And she's going to hit him hard. She did just use it on the attack, so she can't use it to get extra damage, but she still gets sneak attack off on it. So here we go. The longbow damage. 13 points of piercing, and then the sneak. Another 11 for 24 points, and a concentration check.
I should have advantage on it, so I'm just going to roll it twice.
Okay, sure. All right. 24 points means DC 12. You just pass. Okay. You manage to hang on to the wall, and she's going to take a second shot. No advantage this time. So pretty unlikely to score, but maybe. No. Second shot goes wide. Vengeance, you're up.
You said this guy's looking rough, right?
Yeah. Got a dagger
Well.
sticking out of his chest. He's got... All the dwarves came up and punched a bunch of holes in his armor as Mahilda was whacking into him with her axe.
Surprise, motherfucker. Oh, that was... I do have advantage, though, don't I? Because...
Technically, if you attack him from here, the dwarf can help you out.
From here?
Yeah. And he'll do so. He'll use his reaction and try to draw the knight's attention, turning it into a 21, which will land.
And a nat 20 on someone that's about to die anyway.
And a nat...
Yeah.
Let's see the damage.
Oh, why did that roll again? Ignore that.
You're rolling lots of attacks.
I know, ignore that third one.
11 points of damage. The knight slumps off of the bear and is dead. I will point out, however, that the bear is not.
Well, if the 11 killed him, then the rest of the damage is to the bear. Is it not?
Let me bring up a war bear. War bear. Let's see. It was yeah, you can of course strike at the bear. Let's take a look at that critical hit card. Oh, that's a bad one. Pierced hand or paw, I suppose in this case, quadruple damage. So go ahead and roll the additional 2 d8s on that hit.
2d8s?
2 more d8s.
For quadruple? Wouldn't that be 3 more?
You already have 2 there.
Oh,
You've got
no,
16.
there's a 2 different attack. Or the +3 is just added for the attack.
Oh. The 6 and the 3, that's not 2d8? Well, okay, I don't know. It's... I need your normal damage plus 3 more d8s.
Okay, I'll do the... So it's the 9 and then 3 more. Why is it doing it like that, motherfucker? No!
You're making lots of it.
Hey, just
need
type
the
slash
damage.
roll 3d8.
Yeah, you can do that. Okay. Okay.
There.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna just take what I need from all of that.
I just
gonna take-
give up at this point.
We'll take that 13, because I don't even know what everything else is that you rolled. But we'll take
You're
the
doing great,
13, and then we'll take the 8 and the 8 and the 5. So that is 29 and 5 for 34 points of damage to the bear. Okay, that's 2 attacks. Do you have another one, or is that all?
I only have the 2 attacks. I'm trying to figure out why it's adding that, doing the plus at the end so weirdly.
It was probably because of critical hits. It was rolling more die automatically.
Oh, okay.
But you hit the bear with the additional attack. Anything else from Vengeance?
Nah, I'm in a good position to stand there and wait for the bear to
Alright.
smack the fuck out of me.
Okay, this one is going to... bonus action teleport. Just a little jump, which will get it out of harm's way over here. And it will then cast fly on
Shit.
itself
What a bitch.
and rise up to get to the other side of 7.
Oh my god.
now in a flanking position with its partner.
Did trigger an opportunity attack from my Avenger.
It teleported.
Oh,
So,
no.
no.
Okay.
Has a bonus action ability to jump over there, a little blink step, and then fly up into the air. That's its action to fly.
Damn,
And
even
that's it.
Sentinel can't do that.
It is in the air, but that is its action, so it's all done. They're on either side of 7. Cat.
Let me just check something real quick. Ain't that a thing? Man, do I really want to go and fucking murder?
Ain't that a bitch?
Could do that, or I could go after the big bear, but it's oof. Okay. Dash and get up right into her face.
Beat that bitch. Beat that bitch.
Let's
Max
see it.
is having technical difficulties.
Yeah, a little frozen.
Okay, good. I just thought it was my Discord.
No, he's been freezing on and off.
Who has? I have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't heard anything you've said alt this whole entire time.
Okay.
Stuck in a haboob?
No, just everything just went down for a second. Okay. I was trying to get right into range of Agatha and then kick her ass.
Beat that
So
bitch.
I'll go ahead and do that. Get her right into her face. Pop an action surge. I'm gonna start swinging.
All right. Action surge. Nice.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll pop one of these as well. And then one first attack.
19 lands.
All right. Second attack
23
and
lands.
third attack.
23
Keep
lands.
coming for that bitch.
Yeah. I think the wisdom saving throw she has to pass is DA 8 plus my proficiency modifier plus my strength bonus. So that would be fucking 17.
Nice.
Right. She doesn't have anything that protects her against the frightened condition, but she does have a very high wisdom save. Let's see it. She passes. But she does take a lot of damage.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get that. I don't know why I have Great Weapon Master on. It's supposed to be off. So that's just 11 for the first hit. And I believe she gets an additional plus 10. Yeah, she gets a D10 on yeah, an additional D10 because of the superiority die, and then
Got
the
it.
damage for the 2 other attacks, so another 12, another 16.
Ooh. Nice. Even without the great weapon, it's still hitting pretty hard. The 28. Yeah, that
44?
20 28.
Did I do my math wrong? Because it's the 3 attacks.
11 plus 12 plus 16 plus 5.
I've got it all. It's all in
All
there.
right, right on. Right on.
And
She's also
she
going to. Oh,
is hurting pretty bad.
You're not getting away this time, Sokoli. And that will be her turn.
7.
It's feeling pretty crowded. Near 7. So, you do, what is it? You can do a cantrip and a bonus action spell. You're allowed to do that, right?
Yes.
Okay. He's going to use a bonus action to cast Silver Step, which I guess is like Misty Step.
Mm-hmm.
And he will go there.
Okay. Still at
And-
30 feet.
Yeah, I didn't change elevation. I just went sideways.
All right.
And then he's going to cast a magma bolt at one of these flying knights. I guess the closer of the two.
Sure. Oof. That'll hit. 24 points of fire damage. Wow, what a roll. Okay. He takes the hit.
Yep, that ends my turn.
I suppose he is concentrating on flying, so that's a thing we need to check. And since it's so much damage, he's got to make a real save. DC 12. He's fine. Okay. The dwarves continue their assault, trying to take down the bear.
Wait! I can still move after I teleport. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep moving over here.
All right. Really put some distance in. Fair enough. The dwarves are going to keep going to town on this bear. The bear is got a pretty good AC with its armor, but they did good work on the first guy, so let's see him now. For as good as they did fighting the knight, they're a little more hesitant to swing at the bear. One of them actually lands 3 points of damage on him. The other dwarves on the other side are rushing in to try and mob the other knight. And they are also going to take attacks. It's a whole lot of pickaxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of all of those, only one actually manages to strike the knight. 3 points of damage. See, that's more of the performance I was expecting from them, not 30 points of damage. However, they are kind of holding him in place there and threatening him and just mobbing him. Sobel remains inside of the cage of blades and just kind of continues to watch 7.
He's in there staring at 7, thinking in his head, when I get out of here, I'm gonna fuck you up.
No, he's starting to admire my handsome looks.
From inside the suit.
Don't shatter my fantasy.
The knight is going to continue laying into the dwarves around him, trying to open up some space. Let's see if his attacks... Oh, that's going to be bad.
No.
An 11? Come on, my dude. You just got to start dropping these dwarves. He does... I'm not even going to bother with the crit. He just straight up kills the dwarf that's right in front of him. The one that he was working on before. He takes another passing swing at one of the other dwarves, but is unable to land a hit, so he's just going to take the opening and run. He orders his mount to use the disengage action, and it will move away from the other dwarves and come right up on Vengeance.
What's up, little bitch? Square up.
He's then going to use his bonus action, and the bear is going to leap up the stairs, paws swinging out to try and pummel you.
Hey, yo, it was a joke. I was kidding.
Everyone's laughing until the bear comes for them. It's a 20 to hit you.
Fuck me. I might get bitch smacked by a bear.
Not so bad. Only 14 points of slashing damage.
Only 14. Oh, yeah.
Nimue.
Be scared for Vengeance's squishiness. I think I'm going to run up to this new
You know what?
bear.
Give me 1 second. I just realized that the bear that's missing its mount has no initiative, so let me give it it was, I think, the third creature to act, because it had the same initiative as its rider, so it should be I think it was just before Cat, if I remember correctly. Let me give it the 20. Oh yeah, it had, that's right, it was 19. It was just a little in front of him. I just realized, I was like, that bear never actually took a turn. However, it is currently the Fed Knight's turn. Here. Okay. Yeah, that was it for him. Isabella is continuing to try and bring a little bit of help. She can see that Vengeance just took a hit, and she's going to give him some healing. "10 points back for Vengeance, with another healing word as she continues to dodge.
It's nice to have her.
Thanks, Grandma.
All right, Nimue, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna come up to this bear. I'm gonna do 2 attacks. Yeah.
Can she get my reaction from there, or does she have to be one over?
She would technically need to be here.
Could do that.
She gets the reaction. I got you.
Thank you.
Advantage, Nimue.
Advantage. Pow, pow.
The 27 lands, the 12 does not.
Okay. Here's the 27.
12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Crap, but I at least have Colossus Slayer still, so there'll be a little extra bit. And I think I will go ahead and Flurry of Blows this one too. And I'll punch it twice. Right in the key.
20 hits. 25 hits. 9 and 10 for 19 more points.
Punching. And that'll be it. Your turn.
Alrighty. Getting in there, they're surrounding the knight Ryland.
Okay, first things first. Ryland is just gonna. Okay, yeah. Emboldening Bond. And it's gonna go on myself, the Celestial, Vengeance, and Hasmahilda. And then I am going to bonus action spiritual weapon at that second level onto this backside, but on the wrong thing. Here. And it's going to make an attack against that bear. Or the right.
Alright. And that will hit the rider.
Ooh.
13 points of force damage.
And then, how high up are the knights?
They're 30 feet up.
30 feet up. Okay. I should be able to get to these two then over here. The Summon Celestial has a 40 feet fly speed.
Okay.
So, and it's a large creature, so it's technically 10 feet high, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go up 10 feet right above the bear, stay within its range, and then that should put me in range of the knight right next to him, right?
No, technically it needs to go up another 5 feet. Because it's only up to 20 feet right now, and the knights are at 30 feet, so... Unless it's got 10 feet of reach.
No, it does not. Okay, he'll go up another 5 feet.
Okay. That will provoke from the bear, then.
Okay.
The bear will lash out. War bear. It will try to claw at him. It's a natural 1.
Oh shit.
Poor bear. It keeps rolling natural 1s on its opportunity attacks.
Not the smartest bear, okay?
Stance could use work. If this attack was made with a limb, it needs to roll a dex saving throw or fall prone. Oh.
Yes.
No. It's not
Fuck
very
you,
good
bear.
at that. Yeah, it fails. The bear goes prone. He's like rears up, swipes at the giant flying celestial being, and then just overdoes it. His armor weighs him down, and he topples on his back.
Okay, so he's within the reach of the knight now. And so the Celestial is going to make his 2 attacks against the knight. This is the first attack. Oh god, that's terrible. That misses. And then the second
That'll
attack.
miss.
Oh, technically that's a nat 1. Do you want to draw a card for him?
Yeah, we'll do it real quick. Real quick. What crappy thing happens? What does he what's he attacking with?
Radiant Mace.
Okay, it's a
It's
weapon.
melee weapon attack.
Melee weapon attack. You can only attack with one hand on your next turn. Flick of the wrist. So if he was wielding it two-handed, he oh, on his next turn. That's weird. Probably won't affect much.
Okay. It doesn't say if it's one-handed or two-handed.
Yeah, I think it's just one-handed as a mace.
And then the second attack?
17 is a miss again.
What the fucking shitballs? Okay, I guess that'll be it for him.
I guess
All
Eldak
right.
didn't shoot him out of fight.
He's still a little rough after being electrocuted to death. Okay.
Oh god, this is gonna be absolutely brutal. Hasmahilda has a prone bear in front of her.
And she gets a D4 to all of her attacks.
Fuck her up. Fuck him up.
Boom. 23, 28, 23. Oh boy.
I feel like you should roll damage on those first 2 and see if those 2 are in.
Oh my god. That's what, 22, 44, and then an additional 13 for 57. Yeah. Okay, yeah, to be fair, the first 2 attacks are enough to take down the bear. She just drops her axe into the thing's unprotected stomach, and it bellows in pain as its white coat becomes matted with red blood. Dead. She'll save the 3rd attack for the other knight, dealing him an additional 13 points of damage.
No more Coca-Cola in this kingdom.
Phil is going to shift over here. Well, actually, no. Why would he do that? He's not getting. He's staying behind everyone. Oh, there are flying guys. I guess he doesn't like that. He's gonna get behind Nimue.
Oh my god.
Come on over, Phil.
And he's going to say, I am a dwarf. I am dwarf. I am fighting with dwarves. And he throws his dagger again. Another dagger. And scores another hit.
Wow! Oh my
My
god!
man.
For only 5 points of damage. But he's contributing.
You raggedy bitch.
Glorzo is also slow moving. But he's gonna use an ability that he hasn't really gotten to make much use of yet. He's gonna. Oh, he did. You saw him do that before. With the Remoraz, he takes his goo, gathers it up, and flings it 30 feet in a line up at this guy directly above him. And there'll be a dex saving throw. Which he's... No, not his strong suit here. He fails.
Good.
Which means Glorzo hits him with some acid. 12 points. But he is also covered in goo, which will continue to eat away at his armor. Until he does something about it. So it just continues to sit there, coating him, sizzling away. Glorzo looks pleased with himself. And now these guys are up. This one has an angel on his tail, but fortunately, he is a dodgy bastard. And he will once again blink away from the angel and then continue flying through the air, chasing after 7.
I'll shield.
He isn't even attacked yet.
Oh,
But
Is he going to?
Oh yes, he's going to. Let's see it. 19 won't hit, but a 28 sure will.
yeah, 28 hits even if I shield. Yeah.
Oh damn! That's a total of 32 points of damage.
Wait, what the hell?
These guys
I can't even leave my computer. What are you doing?
What?
I tried to step away for a minute and you hit me 32, 27 force.
That was
What the fuck kind of weapon is that?
force damage.
Is he hitting me with the Grim Reaper's Sith? Like, what is this thing?
Oh my god.
They are using psionic gravity magic to empower their swings.
It's a gravity hammer.
You made that shit up.
It's actually only a slightly modified version of an existing stat block. I didn't change the damage output.
All right, well, I'm gonna take 32, and then what do I need to roll to keep my concentration?
Yeah, you need to roll to keep your concentration. It's hard to hit you, but they just got a hit.
I have to roll a 17. Is that right? What do I have to roll?
16.
All right. Well, at least I have advantage from my
You do
blade
have
saw.
advantage. This is not a freebie.
Oh man.
Oh.
Whoa! My god!
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Okay. Well done. You hang on to the magic that is keeping Sobel in check. And on top of that, this guy's out of attack, so he's all done for his turn. Agatha. Agatha is going to
What is she gonna do?
use her cunning action.
Keep being
You
a righty
disengage?
bitch.
She's going to attempt to disengage. All right.
And I'm going to throw one of these on there too.
Damn, he wants Agatha.
I really want her dead.
He said, "No running, bitch."
Oh, come on.
A 22 is a hit, of course.
Oh, that means I don't have to use. Oh, I can't, but whatever. All right.
18 points of slashing. That's devastating. Let's see.
Where do you think you're going, Sokoli?
And she can't leave. She can't go any further. Let's see. Well, this is not good for her. Because she has her advantage canceled out by Cat being right on top of her, trying to fire while she's in melee. So she can either take a straight shot at 7, which is pretty tough thing to crack, or she can turn and try to fight the much better at melee combat Cat.
Oh, I forgot. Since since Agatha damaged her, her cat's sword and eyes are glowing red. I almost forgot to do that.
Wait a minute.
I think she's going to turn her bow on Cat. And she's going to spit out blood from that last strike. And she says, "You are disgrace to your people and your land." And she is going to shoot at you. It would normally be advantaged. Being at point blank range means it's a normal shot instead. So no sneaky attacking. Oh dear, that's not gonna help. She will watch the arrow glance effortlessly off of Cat's armor, and she will knock another one.
Net one!
She is hurting.
You know that scene where Jon Snow takes on Ramsay Bolton? Like with the arrows and everything, and the shield?
If this attack was made with a bow or crossbow, she's got to roll a d6, or her string could be damaged.
Oh!
Damn, this is the same thing that happened to that one Julius.
You just take a swipe. I imagine you take a swipe to like knock the bow aside at this range, and as you do so, the blade just kind of skids along the length of the string and frays it, although it does not cut it completely. She now has a minus d4 on all of her attacks with the bow. That's a kind of sad fate for Agatha.
I mean, I don't think she's gonna have another turn after this.
Probably not. Vengeance.
I'm gonna take Cat's Thunder and shoot it. I'm kidding, no.
I would be a little nettled.
I think you would hit me next.
No, I'd hit Sobel next and then you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for this bitch. Nimue, may I have your reaction?
Oh, yes.
The tag team. The knight doesn't know which way to turn to fend off the blows, and he has struck twice.
Oh my!
Historically,
That's
just terrible.
31
I know,
points
right?
of damage. Oh my god, he is reeling in the saddle, looking like he is about to
Did he
topple.
survive by 1 fucking point?
He did.
Can,
He's
can I
got
like
one.
can I
He's got
spin
one.
at him trying to get that last one?
Blood.
I can't attack him again.
Blood flows from between the plates of his armor. These guys are still. They've got the number out for 7. Their job is to protect Sobel, and right now 7 is Sobel's biggest problem. So, oh, this guy has a slight fucking covered in acid problem though. Covered in goo. He can take an action to scrape it off, but that is a wasted action. God, that's so annoying. Or he can take 46 more points of damage. I think he's putting his life on the line for Sobel, so he will blink over here. Actually, does he need to? Can he just fly? No, he needs to blink. Blinks over, covers the rest of the distance with his fly speed, and even as the acid continues to eat into him for an additional 12 points of damage, he will take 2 more attacks against 7. He's got advantage on the first one, as he's got his flanking buddy left. Here we go. The battle axe comes in. Advantage. Got to roll real high, and he does it.
Oh my god.
God, he did it again.
They are
32
after you,
more
man.
points.
Oh god. I'm not even sure if he's there. Is he there?
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, that's enough to drop 7 unconscious. How much?
Cool.
32, you said?
32.
Yeah, 7 drops.
These guys aren't fucking around. 7. For perhaps... Is this the only time 7 has ever dropped unconscious?
No. No, it's happened in this game before.
Has it?
Yeah, not from physical attacks though. It's the first time I got hacked to death.
Hacked to death. 7 falls. GM wants a celebratory beer.
Oh my god.
That was a they had to roll 19 to 20 to fucking hit you. God.
I know they got some real good rolls in. Yeah.
All right. 7 falls. Let's see. The cage of blades drops. Does he fall too? Like physically fall?
But
30
I don't think he can. Yeah, no. I mean, he can't fly when he's.
True.
Right, it's like the what is it? The winged boots. I think you just fall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so 7 falls from his perch on Bastion, and you see that as he topples over off of the blade too, like once he loses contact with it, it also drops to the ground. This massive slab of metal clanging loudly as it hits the pavement. I hate to say this, but I think the fall means you take damage and you get a.
Okay. You want to roll a death save?
Well, I think the fall, when you take damage while unconscious, you just have a failed death save.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'll put a failure down.
Yeah. So the fall deals. It doesn't technically matter how much damage it deals. It's just 1 failed death save. But 7 is on the ground, unconscious, and clearly in a very bad way. Okay. And now things get really ugly because Sobel is out of his cage. And he has legendary actions, so he can act immediately. As soon as that knight's turn is over, what do you guys think he's gonna do? What do you think it's gonna be?
It's gonna be a little bitch.
I throw everyone in the air like an asshole.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's gonna do. 50-foot radius.
Oh boy.
50-foot radius is like every goddamn person here. Yeah, that's literally everyone. Except for Cat. Well, he's not going to hit his own guys, so fortunately, 7 will be spared only thanks to the presence of the 2 knights floating above him. I need so many saving throws, and most of them are for my own guys. So let's do this.
we-
Don't forget, Vengeance, you have a D4 to your saving throw, by the way. As does Hasmahilda.
Very good to know. Fall upward. I need a dexterity saving throw from everyone except for Cat and 7, who's not in the area.
20 for Ryland. And then let me figure out what it is for.
20 for Vengeance.
God, what are his DCs?
Does the angel in the air need to make one?
Angel also needs to make one. It is a column.
Okay. Angel is 16.
The angel fails. The rest of you did not. So that's good news for you. But now I have to deal with a whole bunch of NPCs real quick, so give me a second. The ever evasive Phil does not succeed. He goes flying into the air. Hasmahilda, Dex is not one of her strong suits, but she manages to reach down and grab onto some of the metal grating, or maybe this like carpet that's on the ground, and hang onto it for dear life. Glorzo is definitely not going to pass. No. He and his goo go flying into the air, and Dazabella, your dedicated healer, is probably in a bad spot. She actually, does dodging give you only for? Oh, it is an AoE, isn't it? Wait, does it technically count? Dodge. Dexterity saving throws has disadvantage if you can see the attacker, and you make dexterity saving throws with advantage. Oh, straight up. Okay, she's been dodging this whole time, so she's got another roll. Fails. Okay, she goes flying. And who does that leave? Your dwarven allies. There's 6 of them left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All but one of them fails. And the bad guys in the area, the bear and his knight. The knight and the bear. So who else had the D4? I know Hasmahilda had it, and who else?
Me, the angel,
Me.
and Vengeance.
Oh, the angel. Okay. So the last one is the knight and the bear. Here comes the knight first. He does have advantage on saving throws to avoid falling off his mount. Well, we'll worry about that in a second. First, let's just see if he goes flying into the sky. He definitely does. Does his bear go flying into the sky? His bear goes flying into the sky. Yeah. Everyone's flying. Except for ironically, except for the PCs.
And Hasmahilda.
And Hasmahilda. She's clinging to the ground. Now, mind you, you guys are... It's not just, oh, we're not affected. You're all clinging to something on the ground, whether it's just a chunk of rock that's sticking out or some of this metal grating. Whatever it is, you are hanging onto it for dear life because it feels like you're about to fall into an abyss above you. Everyone else who failed gets launched 100 feet into the air, and since these halls are quite grand, they can actually go the full height. This guy, let's see. Okay, this guy finished his turn. This warbear is dead. Cat.
Holy fucking shit.
Exit
So much
queue.
happened.
Exit
So much happened between me and between my last turn. I'm not fucking around. I want this lady dead. So I'm just gonna fucking. That's the first one. Is that a hit?
I don't have a good... That is a hit. I don't have a good symbol for I'm flying 100 feet in the air.
How's 12 slashing? Is she... How close to down does she look?
She's badly hurt. I mean, she's coughing up blood. She's staggering, especially as she takes that 12. She looks like she's on her last legs.
One more for her. Okay. And can I use an extra attack on a different target?
Well, let's see the damage on it. Just make sure.
Okay, let's see.
I'm almost positive.
Just
she's down.
10.
That
10.
is enough to down her.
Right. Basically, all Cat does is like look over and just scream out, "Zaychik!" as he falls to the ground and watches all of her friends fly up in the air. Like,
Well, none of your friends flew in the air, actually, except the other people.
Watch everybody fly up in the air, and she's just going to, like, almost absentmindedly just slash down Agatha, and then she's gonna go straight for Sobel, right behind him, and try to stab him in the back.
Okay.
You son of a bitch! And she's gonna go for it, and she's gonna use... Oh my god!
No.
Oh
no. Okay, critical fail time.
Are you fucking kidding me?
This is the
Oh my
best.
god!
This is the best possible result you could have gotten. You are rushing towards Sobel, and even though you swing wildly and miss, you have grim determination. Maybe a little bit of your grandfather coming through. You have advantage on your next attack against the target.
God. Okay.
I have to imagine Kat just feels this like reckless rage running through her or something.
Absolutely. If I had thought to take Barbarian as a subclass, I would have. But
Holy shit.
I don't know. Can I do anything else? Can I just like shove him into the area of his own spell?
Shoving would require another attack.
Then never mind.
I knew you were hoping
And
to have
that's all I can do right now. Oh my god.
Okay. 7. I need a death saving throw.
That's just a con save, right?
No, it's a straight D20.
Okay.
Look at this guy. He never has to make death saves. He doesn't even know what you roll. That's a pass. So you got 1 fail, 1 pass.
I mean, for all the good it does me.
Yeah, but hey, it's not a critical fail. That would have been dead. Okay. The dwarves are flying around 100 feet in the air. Kind of useless up here. Let me double check what happens once they hit 100 feet. I think they just kind of hang up there. Yeah, there's really not much they can do. They can't. They don't have the range to make attacks against anyone. I guess the most they can do is hurl their weapons at the knight and the bear that's also floating up there with them.
Yes, let them do that.
Okay, they're going to do their best. They see like the writing on the wall for themselves, hanging 100 feet up in the sky. But they also are of Clan Torgrin, and they are not going to go down peacefully. They begin hurling their weapons. They actually all have hand axes on them too. They've been using the pickaxe, but they now draw hand axes and begin trying to pummel the knight and the bear with ranged attacks. Does reverse gravity impart anything like disadvantage? Let's see. Falling object strike. Just oscillating slightly. No, nothing else. So they're kind of floating up there at this point, and they just try to down the knight and the bear. Let's see attacks for the knight first. Ugh. Oh, okay. Well,
Ooh.
he had 1 hit point, so one of them manages to hurl the axe and just bury it in the back of the guy's skull, and he flops off the bear. The bear is still up there. The bear is at full hit points, so it has. I'm just going to use this. Well, no, I need to make sure I've got the right initiative. 14. So it has 84. It has not prone, but it is flying, and it's not dead. And it's at initiative count 14.
Dead.
Alright. Let's use a different. I've got so many tokens for these things, might as well. There we go. And let's just get this in descending order again. Go back to the dwarves. 2 of them have taken attacks. The remaining 4 are going to do so, targeting the bear. One, 2, 3, 4. One of them actually lands a hit for 5 points of damage on the bear.
Oh my god, is that last one gonna move in front of Sobel and give me another advantage?
Oh, that's right. No, one of them actually doesn't get to make an attack because he's not flying. He's on the ground. He looks to Cat. He's just this guy. He's got a little candle on his helmet to light his way. He's just a miner. But he's going to stand with Cat. And he's going to say, "Fuck the Fey Queen!" as he swings his pickaxe at Sobel.
I love this guy.
Ah!
Come on.
Come on.
Oh!
That's sad. He does not hit with either attack. Sobel, Cat, you realize at this close range, Sobel isn't even armored. He's just wearing this general's cloak. This, his military uniform. And all he does is sidestep that swing of the pickaxe with hardly a thought.
What the fuck?
And it's Sobel's turn. God, the insolence of the dwarf.
Oh, no, I'm
But no,
So
I mean, Cat's the real threat. He's not that stupid.
But he is that petty.
Oh my god, is he gonna do something absolutely devastating?
Like what? Is he just gonna disintegrate Cat?
Whoa,
I
whoa,
don't know.
whoa.
I know you guys all think he's got disintegrate. I'm not sure why you feel that way.
You haven't said that he doesn't yet. That's why.
He looks to Cat, and you can see him like calculating, considering his options. But there's something that creeps in, a look that creeps over his face as he looks at Cat with her burning red eyes and the blade in her hands, and he can't help himself. He says, "Looks like old Melnikov has come for his vengeance." And then he is going to reach out. And he is going to start swinging at Cat with his bare hands.
Oh,
What?
no.
What?
It's a 23 to hit.
It's a hit.
Bro's a monk.
13 points.
What the
of
fuck?
bludgeoning,
Oh my
18
god!
of psychic. As when he hits you, it doesn't just crack into your body with resounding force, but you feel like this horrible migraine split through you.
I'm sure glad I gave you that 1 temp
What the
HP.
fuck?
Man's going for your soul.
And he's going to swing again. A 19.
That's a miss.
He shouldn't be
Good
rolling
God.
any advantage or anything.
Oh, I almost forgot. Kevin, your temporary HP that is gone.
And a natural 1 on his last attack.
Please fuck
Oh
his
my-
hands up. Do something, please.
God.
Sprain his wrist.
Ooh, unfortunately, it's a cat got your tongue if this attack was a bite. It does not. So he just misses.
What?
But Cat did almost get his tongue.
Jesus Christ.
And it is
Sky
the
Bear.
Warbear's turn. Oh, I almost forgot. At the end of his turn, he just why does it keep doing this? Oh my god. I could scream. At the end of his turn, he drops concentration and lets all of those dwarves and the bear, and Phil and Glorzo fall 100 feet.
Oh god.
They're all going to take... I'm just going to roll 1 damage roll for all of them, just for brevity. 10d6. 46 points of damage, kills all of the dwarves that fell.
Hank, Corso?
Glorzo is hurt by that pretty badly, but he is made of goo. If anything can absorb a shock, it's him. Phil is not dead, but Phil is hurt pretty bad by that. He's down. He's barely alive, lying prone on the ground. And who else is important? The bear is gonna take a lot of damage. But it's not enough to kill the bear, which is significant because it's about to get its turn. And Dazabella takes 46. Let me double check that. What is it called? Okay, she's okay for now, but that did really mess her up.
Could I let the angel fall? He technically has a fly speed, but
Yeah, he's technically okay. When the spell drops, he continues to fly. He's up at 100 feet up.
yeah, I was hoping he would fall.
I mean, you can. I mean, I would say you'd have to order him to do so,
Okay.
because normally you have to order him to move around and stuff, right? Yeah. Okay. The bear is going to get up from the ground. You can see it's badly hurt. Some of its armor is smashed up, but it won't stop it from taking some attacks against Nimue. It snarls in pain and fear and lashes out with a bite. That's a 17 to hit Nimue.
Miss.
And a 13 on the claws. It is seems to be acting more in terror than anything else, as it's just worked up into a rage. And Nimue, it's your turn.
Yeah. Nimue's gonna lock eyes with Ryland and Vengeance. And she's gonna say Yugaru Sagi, I forgot Ketchan. And I think she's going to punch this bear and then mobile towards Sobel.
Punch the bear.
I guess I'm gonna staff him.
That will hit. 11 points more damage. 16 does not get through the bear's armor.
I'll go ahead and spend another key point to Flurry of Blows.
Are you going to Sobel?
I do need to go to Sobel. I wanted to try and do as much as I could to this bear. I roll a critical hit and a
That's
critical
a
fail.
critical failure.
We've had a lot of those tonight.
There's been a whole lot of rolls, so you get there. Cat got your tongue. Take the attack's normal damage. If the attack was a bite, you were unable to speak. Okay. Yikes. So in that case, you actually smack your hand against the armor and hurt it. Go ahead and roll your attack damage. You're gonna you're gonna take 11 points of bludgeoning.
Okay. Okay, and then I guess she'll run on down and engage with cats. 45. And she'll use this last attack on Sobel.
Ooh.
A 20 is a hit. 8 points of bludgeoning.
Imagine Nimue just runs up and just rocks him in the jaw real quick.
Okay.
I can do.
He just sort of looks at Nimue and he says, "And now we have an audience." And he's going to use another legendary action. And he's just going to reach out and take another smack at Cat.
Oh, bitch!
It's a 27
God.
to hit.
That's a hit.
Oh
Oh,
my
my god.
Another 33 points of damage.
I'm not looking too good, guys.
I think we all assume that.
Dazabella is up, and she does have those big spells. She burned some 5th levels before. That's not all she has in her repertoire. Been keeping out of the fight for the most part, but things are looking a little rough. Give me 1 second to see what she can rock here. That is good if she can get into range. She is going to... Oh no, that's too high level, not that one. She is going to step forward. She can see... Actually, why wouldn't she do this for the dying guy in the corner? That's probably who she's going for. She looks to 7, realizes that he is on death's door, and she's going to use a big slot on him. It's heal. That's 70 hit points back. No roll or anything.
What?
Just
Oh, get the
Oh
fuck
my.
out of here! Holy shit. Okay, cool.
Heck yeah.
Welcome back to the fight.
She's a big time healer.
Welcome back to the
Big-time
living.
healer. Of course, that could just be 2 swings from these fucking guys, so...
Yeah.
Hey, don't remind us.
And she's not dodging anymore, but she continues to like try and back off and keep space from the fight, realizing how dangerous Sobel is. She's just trying to spread out. At the end of her turn, Sobel's going to use another legendary action and smack Cat again.
Oh my god. What's this guy's problem?
Melnikov, bro.
Oh, come on.
23 to hit Cat.
Ah, it's another hit.
Maybe he'll roll low this time.
27 more points of damage.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You alive?
Down to 1 hit point.
The 110 HP!
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh, one more. That would have
No!
been so good.
oh my god.
Sobel's got a one more legendary action now.
As Sobel just smashes Cat in the face again, and you keep like every time he hits you, it hurts, but it hurts your brain so much more. It's just like he's splitting your mind apart with every strike, and each time he does so, he's saying, "Your family has been a thorn in my side for too many years." And
I fucking love it. I hate it. I love it.
and it's Ryland's turn.
Okay. First things first here. Gonna do that spiritual weapon attack against the bear.
That will hit.
Just 8.
Okay, just 8. Bear's still up.
And then I am going to upcast Guidable Pew Pew this knight behind 7. The upper one.
All right.
Plus a d4. 18.
Uh, 18 to hit him.
Yep.
That's a miss.
Son of a bitch, Anthony.
This is his fucking honor guard. These are probably some of the most talented members of the mortal hand on the
And
planet.
long story short, for the angel, I went to a Pythagorean theorem calculator because
Okay.
he's dashing, flying 80 feet, downward towards Sobel, but he still it requires 105 feet. So
Yeah.
I don't know his like exact position, but he's in theory 25 feet away from Sobel.
Okay, so
on a
we'll put him
downward
like
trajectory.
here and put him at like so if he's like 10 feet away that way, we'll put him up still like 20 feet in the air. Or maybe he's a little more like this. I don't think it matters that much, but
And that will be it for me.
okie dokie. At the end of your turn, he's gonna use his last legendary.
Oh my god.
And he's going to say, "Now I break you."
Oh, no! That's cool! That's so cool!
Oh my god. Only 23.
He's doing
but
less
it's
and less
enough.
damage each time. That's good for you.
Cat, as
Cat.
you... Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go. No, you go.
Okay. Cat, as she feels that last hit just like slam her into the head, slam into her head, her mind splitting apart. I guess Nimue and Sobel would be the ones to see it. You would see her eyes like flash brightly red as she would just say, "Anton," and go down.
Jen.
Just imagine like the uppercut from fucking God hitting you in the jaw.
As she goes down on the ground, barely clinging to consciousness, he turns and says, "Now I will deal with these others." However, it's Hasmahilda's turn for now. She's gonna keep going on that bear. She doesn't have to grip the ground anymore, so she can stand up straight, raise her axe, and try to become Hasmahilda the Bear Slayer, because she's already killed one. That hits. Oh my god, that hits.
Whoa, wait,
That
I
Mary-
think one would have worked.
Holy shit. She hits like a truck.
Just kill the bear. It's dead.
24 points of damage. Yeah, she actually killed the bear with the first strike.
Little fucking dwarf and short legs, though.
Yeah, that's the problem, is she can't really get the... I think she's gonna go to Sobel. She's like... "Torgrin will be avenged!" As she runs down. 25 feet. Charging towards Sobel. Phil is gonna pick himself up. Actually, Phil's not gonna pick himself up. Phil's gonna lay dead.
Phil's like, I need a nap.
I just remind everyone that he has a fat sack of money on him.
Glorzo is gonna pick himself up. And
Did he recover his ability last turn?
that's a good question. I need to roll the d6. He did not. And then technically he should get another one for this turn. He did not. That's really unfortunate. He... Actually, I think he only got one. It's only been one round since he used it. God, it feels like more. And then he is going to ooze his way over. Actually, he looks like he's headed for 7. He's lying on the ground. There's 2 knights over there.
You deal with that. Whatever it is that he is, I will help the wizard.
And this is going to be a thing, because these guys are not done with 7 until he's dead. So
Oh my God.
they will drop down to the ground. kind of hovering just above him and take advantage of his moment of proneness here before he can get up to try and hack him apart yet again. Advantage strike.
I'll shield.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, there's no need on the first one or on the second, so you can hang on.
No,
to
that's not true.
Oh, you need it?
My blade song drops when I go unconscious.
Oh,
The 25 does hit me.
okay.
With the shield. The first one misses though.
Oh my god. So I just imagine this guy flying down at 7 as he's coming to consciousness, and he just
So
throws up the shield at the last second.
I don't know what this dude's health at, but isn't this the guy with acid on him too? Oh,
This
no.
is not the guy with
Like,
acid.
fuck!
That's the other one. Agatha, I can take her off of initiative because she is dead. Vengeance.
No, the 25 hit me.
Oh, but didn't you shield?
Yeah, but I have without the blade song, I have 18 AC, so shield just is 23.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I thought you were saying you needed to shield because of the lack of blade song, but you're saying it gets
No, they both would have hit me without shield. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Man. Okay. 7 is, even though he's got his hit points, he's in a vulnerable spot. Let's see how much damage that is. Okay, 26 points. 20, 25. I can do math. 25 points. As this guy is now hovering like 5 feet above the ground. And Vengeance, you're up.
Seeing Cat go down, he's just gonna fucking balls to the wall, run over here, and start swinging at Sobel.
Plus D4s.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Okay, that first strike does not get past him. He simply leans back and lets the blade like flick just above his face. The second one, however, lands. $30 points of damage, not bad.
I'm not doing anything. I'm staying right there. Well, I use the dash to get on the side of him.
Okay. Now you've got the flank. Oh my god, the other one gets to go before 7 even gets up?
Oh,
shit.
fucking A.
This one has to take the acid damage.
This one takes the acid damage. He does it at the end of his turn. And he's ignoring it for the time being because he's flying down to try and bring down 7 again.
There are bigger issues like the
If you hit me twice, you get me.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Oh my god. Oh
yeah,
my god.
7 goes down again.
Okay, that's 31 points.
It doesn't matter. 7's gonna go down again.
Okay, but this is actually really important. Does the 31 take him down? Or does he need both attacks?
No, both attacks. Yeah.
Okay. Good, because otherwise he was going to...
I mean, okay, you can roll. I mean, I guess you could roll all ones, but...
Well, it doesn't matter. If the second hit, well, yeah, I mean, it's... Would 24 take you down?
24 does. Well, no, I have 45 health, so, yeah.
Okay, so the first one was 31 points of damage. The second one was 24.
Right, second one puts me unconscious, yeah.
Okay, so that's it. I'm not going to worry about what the crit is. It's just important that he takes you back to unconscious. That's not great.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Fucking A, this escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Cat, I need a death saving throw from you.
Come on, cat.
Oh my god.
Damn.
7, I need a new death saving throw from you. At least these refreshed. Oh, okay, that's a fail.
Fuck.
Only one dwarf still stands of the Torgrin dwarves, and he is going to keep striking at This guy, he doesn't have a flanking buddy in Cat anymore, but he will do his best with his little pickaxe. Oh, so cute.
Just swinging at air.
Swinging at air. Sobel stands with Cat bleeding out just behind him. He kind of turns, regards Vengeance, Nimue. They've both landed hits on him. Sees the angel flying his way. And he did promise that he would deal with the rest of them. And that's exactly what he's going to do next week.
Oh, you finished the
God.
round, Anthony?
You're just around.
We started late, Anthony.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. This is so much hairier than the other fight.
Someone could
It's-
legitimately die.
It's a good thing that Seven had him in that fucking box for the first couple
Yeah.
of rounds because, oh my god.
Saved us all.
Do you want to know what's really funny, Anthony? In case anyone ever tells you that 1AC,
What?
I
up real bad,
You
bud.
broke up a tiny bit.
sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
In case anyone ever tells you that 1AC doesn't matter, I had to unattune my cloak of protection to attune that crown, and you hit me for 28 3 times.
Uh-huh.
I had 29 AC with the cloak of protection.
Oh my god.
So they all would have been misses if I didn't swap in that crown.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
And
that's hilarious to me at least.
Jesus, that's a hard call to make. But hey, that 1AC, Jesus.
I don't know, man. This fight's pretty brutal. Where'd you get the? What is the block you that with the force? Is it force in the original stat block too, or is it?
It is not
What
force.
based on their stuff?
In the original stat block, it's psychic, which ironically you would have been resistant to. With
Yeah.
the crown. But no, they have force empowered attacks. But
Yeah, those guys are brutal, man.
they are monsters. Like, and the thing is that they're modified a little bit. Like I boosted them up in a couple of areas and kind of took them down in some other areas to try and make them fit what I wanted them to be a little bit better. But god damn, they're damage monsters when they get up on you and actually land some swings. Yeah, those things are. I think those are the things that are maybe throwing off my assessment of the fight a little bit. Like, I knew Sobel would be a huge problem if left unchecked, and I was like, they'll probably find a way to lock him down. And so when I was like thinking about the wall, I was like, this might not be the worst thing if he's just stuck in there. But those guys are way scarier than I gave them credit for. Those two, those Medvid wielders, as they're called, or bearers. Not Medvid, not mortal hand bearers.
Yeah, it's a fun combat for sure.
I'm glad I finally have one that's pulling out all the stops.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right. This is
Every
exciting.
legendary action smacking me across
No,
the
for
face.
Cat.
Oh
I
man.
just imagine it was like the fucking Rocky movie where Rocky 4 where fucking Dolph Lundgren's just fucking wailing on him until he dies.
You know, I realize I actually forgot the knights. I think I missed a couple of their attacks being an advantage because I forgot that while they're mounted, they're the midvid. Is that how you pronounce bear? Midvid?
He calls him
No.
Ursa. Come on.
I know he
Yeah.
calls them